Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our now live, for this episode, franchise mode series with the New York Islanders here in NHL 25, moving into episode number 37 for the entirety of year number 12, the 2035-36 season. So this has been an episodic series so far through our first 10 seasons, 35 episodes for 10 seasons. Episode 36, last episode, was year number 11. Episode 37 now is year number 12 because time is ticking. I'm leaving in a few days, goes down to the States. But then years 13, 14, 15, some will be episodes, some will be live streams. We'll see if we get going back into July. This is probably the last piece of Islanders content for the next week and a half or so. So we'll see what we can do. I've been in a bit of a rush here. That's why I wanted this episode, year number 12, to be a recorded episode, but just not enough time for it. Even look at tonight. I was hoping to record this afternoon. Here we are streaming at 9 p.m. Eastern. So all that to say, if you're watching after we've already gone live, you can hop ahead to the 5-minute mark, and that is when we will go ahead and get this episode started. Real Deal Prime, Caleb, welcome to the stream, everybody. A live stream episode for you tonight as we'll go through the draft, the season, hopefully the postseason as well. We'll recap the year that was in year number 11. Jenzy McKenzie, welcome to the stream. Glad to see so many of you in here already. I know it's a bit of a later one, but it's Monday, it's June, ça va fête Saint-Jean demain for all my viewers in Quebec. So hopefully we'll be able to, even though it'll go late, still have a great time. Someone just has to remind me, Duolingo before midnight if it goes late. That's all we got to remember. So year number 12, ready to roll in just a couple of minutes. I'll pull up the playoff tree for a reminder of what we just went through this past season. After being the Sharks in 7 for the Cup, not last year, but the year before, the Sharks went back to the Cup Final and lost in 7 again, but now to the Red Wings. Did someone say Islanders? Yes, we did. It's back-to-back live. We haven't done any lives, but now back-to-back, which is always longer when you're trying to do a whole season, but thankfully it'll help us to run through as much as possible so we can wrap this series up properly and not say, oh, okay, we're done at 10 years or 11 years. No, we can get to 15, 16 plus years. All right, I think that's about it on my side. Discord bot did its thing. Very good. 2035-36. I'll drop a like myself. Go ahead and do that too while you're there. Also, welcome to Hobbsy. I said hello, but I didn't say welcome to one of our channel members. As we now, I believe we're at 20 channel members. If you're not a channel member already, go ahead, scroll down, click join, and check out the perks that would be yours if you were to do so. Clicking join doesn't make you join. You'll just learn about the perks that you get both here on YouTube and the Discord server. And if you'd like to join for $1.99 Canadian per month, not only does it support the channel, but it gives you a number of perks, which will be able to go into future series, creating a player, stuff like that. Very worth it for you if you are involved in the channel already. Yeah, so it was I never filled it in on my spreadsheet. Loss, Florida 6. Ridiculous. We've won the President's Trophy. We've won 60-plus games 3 years in a row. It's resulted in 1 Stanley Cup, but 2 first-round exits. So we were 2-4. But we did win a lot of awards, which was awesome. And Caleb, Eels! How did we know? Caleb with the $9.99. If I join, do I get a player by my name? Yes, you do. Oh, it doesn't have to be your name. It's up to you. You can be whatever name you like. But yes, channel members do get an automatic player. Plus, they get a player, plus they get, the way I was going to do it was, 1 per channel member, plus 1 collective created player by the channel members. So not only do you get your own, but you always also get input. Okay, Caleb, you do what shooting does this player get? Okay, Hobbsy, you do the passing. What passing? So it would be 1 collective type player as well, which is what I'm aiming to do whenever our next series begins and created players are needed. That's when that time will come around. You got a special role in the Discord server, and that is where more information will be given to you. We're at 4 minutes. So sorry, I meant by my YouTube name, but that is also... Yeah, it's up to you. It could be your YouTube name, or it could be... you could tell me whatever you want the player to be. 6'8" with handlebar mustache like Pat usually does. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can go with it. So I'll just share it into the Twitter world. We are live with the 2035-36 season with the Islanders. There you go. All right, that's out. Connor Sheary reincarnation. Yes, you could do that. That is your purview. That's totally up to you. All right, that brings us to about 10 seconds out. Very good. Okay, let me get this for myself here. The Kyle Wood next to my name. Oh, the player next to your name, the loyalty badge. Oh, I'm sorry. That's why, Hobbsy, you helped me so much, man. Yeah, so the loyalty badge goes next to your name. For 1 month, it's a star. For the next 5 months after that, up until 6 months, you get Kyle Wood next to your name. Then 6 months plus, you get, I think it's the Data 72 Hall of Fame. Could it be? And then after a year, I think it's the data head. I forget exactly what it was. If you click join, it'll tell you all those perks. I know the DHOF logo also comes up at one point. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to year number 12, the 2035-36 season with the New York Islanders. Franchise mode, episode number 37 here. Now, last season, let's quickly recap 2034-35. It was Macklin Celebrini's first year as an Islander as we brought him in. We acquired his UFA rights as the Sharks weren't going to be able to re-sign him. We got him from San Jose after beating them in the Stanley Cup Final in 2034. He was going to go to free agency, but no, he comes to sign on with us. We acquired his UFA rights. We gave him a big deal. We gave him his 7 by 10.5. Is that what it was? Yes. 4 years of a full no move with 3 years of a 24-team no trade list. I like that very much. Very digestible number at 10.5 million. And he had a career year. His career high of 76 was smashed. He had more assists than he has ever had points. 28 goals, 78 assists, 106 points, and plus 55 for the now 29-year-old who will continue as our first-line center as taking the mantle from the now retired Bo Horvat and Matty Barzal. Behind him was Cole Eisman, who led the league in goals. And by the way, Macklin Celebrini also won the Hart Trophy. Forgot to mention that. Hart Trophy, after not winning anything since the Calder in 2025, 10 years later, he wins the Hart Trophy. Cole Eisman was 47 goals and 100 points from him, now back-to-back 100-plus point seasons after his 129-point season last year, the year before this past one. After that, it dropped off, but it was scoring by committee, which is fine. Porter Martone, 31 goals, 76 points. Brock Besser, now at 38 years of age, 33 goals, 75 points. Moving into the last year of his deal, as he'll be moving more into a third-line role. Landon Dupont, 70 points and a plus 72. He won his first career Norris Trophy as well. 3 Stanley Cups and now a Norris Trophy to boot. Love that. Benjamin Keevan, career year, 33 goals and 69 points. Kapanen, 65. Yearcheck, 49. Hakana, 45. He hasn't been bad in that third-line role, up to an 85 overall now. But we have to figure out what's going to happen in the salary cap realm as well. Dmitry Kasparaitis, in his rookie year, 41 points, playing 11 minutes of ice time per night. Ty Dellandrea was a huge storyline, as he scored 40 points, playing 940 of ice time per night. 940 per night, and he scores 40 points in 82 games. Ralph Pricing, 23 goals, 36 points. He's been, how many seasons now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full years in the NHL. 165 points, 90 goals from the German Giant. Love that from him. Brock Summers in his rookie year, 34 points. He's only an 80 overall at 23, but we love the shooting accuracies. I'm really hoping for some growth over the course of the offseason. Simon Demare in his rookie season, former 5th-round pick of ours, grew to an 81 overall and had 22 points as a plus 16. Thomas Hornqvist, 18 points and a plus 36. Ken Douglas, also in his rookie season, 17 points and a plus 24. Former 2nd-round pick of ours. Ulf Engqvist, 13 points and a plus 14. Frederick Platt, rookie season, 13 points from him on the 4th line. William Huo, as a 4th liner. And the goaltending was a huge question for us, as Ackerman, hold on, let's look at this. Ackerman won, yes, it was the Vezina and the Jennings. It's Loktionov who won the Vezina, the Jennings, and the Calder a couple of years ago. Ackerman wins the Vezina and the Jennings as a rookie. Doesn't win the Calder, but as a rookie, wins the Vezina and the Jennings. Incredible stuff from the man we drafted in the 6th round in 2030. He jumps from an 83 to an 88 overall now with his elite potential. Hopefully it sticks. And he was backed up by Trey Augustine, who has been so good. He hasn't really been our starter with Loktionov and Ackerman doing their thing. But now, in his career as an Islander, 175, 68, and 15, 18 shutouts, 908 save percentage, 2.75 goals against. He has been so good and so consistent. So I'm happy to see that from Trey, even though he hasn't necessarily been our starter. And we can't see Loktionov. Loktionov only played 9 games. But, yeah. Okay. So that was the season that was. The awards, we just saw them. But just to recap, Celebrini, Hart, Dupont, Norris, Lady Bing to Yzerman, Ackerman, Jennings, and the Vezina, yes. And also, no, that was it. Yes, exactly. Very good. So that's the season that was. In the playoffs, after, it's the third straight year that we've won 60-plus games, and 2 of those 3 seasons have resulted in first-round exits. So we did well, 10 points in 6 games from Celebrini, 7 and 6 from Yzerman, point per game from Martone, 4 from Kevin, Kapanen, and Zupon. But after that, 0 goals from Brock Besser. That really hurt as a 33-goal scorer. 3 points in 6 games. Jiricek, Kasparidis, Platt, Hakana just 1 assist and a -2. Summers, 4 games, no points, -4. The rookies weren't great. Pricing, no points in 6 games. Ackerman, did okay. Neither goalie was great, as they both do so well in the regular season. We had 2 overtime losses as well. But then they have a combined sub-900 save percentage and over 3 goals against average. So that's what hurt us. All right, so now moving into next season, the biggest questions for us will come in the salary cap as, if we look at the all expiring right now, our biggest concerns are Cole Yzerman and Oliver Kapanen. We have a total of $14.475 million to spare. So we were talking about this at the end of the last episode. Going for the 8-year extension right now in Yzerman before the draft probably wouldn't be a bad idea, because with the full no-move clause, we could get him down. We could probably get him to about 13.5 if I remember correctly. We get to 13.5. If we go a little bit higher, 13.65 maybe would be ideal. Keep in mind, the salary cap is $114.325 million. So, let me just put this here. 11 well, let's actually make it exact. So 13.65 divided by 114.325. Sorry, 114.325. 11.939%. Times, let's say the salary cap in the real world today is $88.5 million. That's as if we were paying him $10.566. $10.566 million for a guy who's won the Lady Bing, the Conn Smythe, not the Conn Smythe, sorry, the Hart, the Rocket, back-to-back 100-plus point seasons. Is it costly? Yes, but does it match up with the real world? I think 13.65 does. Full no-move clause, he's not only the future, he's also the present day of this team. So I think I'm okay with locking him up at 8 by 13.65. I'll take a little sip of water, and I'll see, what do you AGMs think? Do we try 13.5? Are we okay with 13.65? Any suggestions on Cole Yzerman? Do we wait until after the draft? What do we think about this? We'll make a trade if we have money for Kapanen, but let's think about Yzerman right now. Hobbsy says, looks good to me. I think it's a fair number. Just that it's such a big number. While we're thinking about that, let me pull up the comments from the last one. The last one. Weren't too many comments because now it was like, what, a day and a half? It was Saturday. Now it was less than 24 hours ago that the last season finished. Sorry, less than 48 hours ago. Lock him down, says Caleb. That's a great contract when you account for the rising cap space. All right, let's do it. Cole Yzerman, hopefully if he takes it, we'll see what he says. I'm not really interested in an extension, but I'll consider it. Okay, thanks. Now, Oliver Kapanen, let's say, hold on. I agree, it looks good, says Sam. It's very fair for what he is and what he brings. Thank you very much, Sam. So if we have 14.475 minus 13.65, that leaves us with 825K. We want to get Oliver Kapanen signed up for something like 4 years here. Now, I'm going to send him an offer, and we're going to trade someone at the draft, so that's not a big problem. So yeah, let's send Oliver Kapanen his deal now. He's 31, so I'd prefer to give him like a deferred or reduced, no-move clause, where it's, 2 years of no-move clause, but then 2 years of a 16-team trade list. I think that would be great. How much can we get him down if that's the case? We can get him down quite a bit. That's great news. I'm really hoping he takes this because I'd be super thankful. 4 years at 7.65. Because if he doesn't take this, it's going to be 9 million plus. So I'm okay with overpaying a little bit to make sure he takes it. 4 years at 7.65 for the player that Oliver Kapanen has been. We don't even need to talk to the AGMs on this one. This would be a slam dunk if he says yes. So 4 years at 7.65. So minus 7.65. I mean, that means we have to free up 6.825 million. Yeesh. 6.825 million. So Kapanen will send you that offer. He's not really interested. We'll wait and see what he has to say. Very team-friendly deal for a second-line center, yes. Everybody else can wait. Okay, so now moving into the draft, we need to free up 6.825 million for those contracts, maybe more if they say no. Only comment that really had major suggestions in the last one came from the Hockey Sniper, who said, "Hey Data, I think it'll be very important to get a new top 6 forward next year. I say we either get Paraskak, who is the best pure sniper available. He might be a unrestricted free agent, and it would be nice to replace Besser in the top 6. Or we trade for Frondell in the Sharks, but I believe he has a no-move clause. Either would work, but Frondell is the better player. Yes, I agree. I just think he has a no-move clause. That would be the only problem. So, anyways, moving in the draft, 6.825 million is that magic number, at least for right now. And that could come a few ways. It could just be straight up Lokhtianov, who we trade. That would really, it really hurts to think about trading Lokhtianov, but he is just a victim. I wanted him to be a lifer with the Islanders, and if we could have gotten him for $1 million, he would have been as our third goalie. But if he's going to, the game EA'd us, we got EA'd, and now we got to trade him away because he's making $8.4 million as our third goalie. Augustine's been steady. Ackerman's the future. I just can't excuse $8.4 million for a third goalie, even if he's Igor Lokhtianov. I doubt anybody wants him. No. So we have to trade him with something else. Now, what other trade are we already making that we could just throw Lokhtianov into? When we think about our forwards next season are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So actually, let me say, so our top 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we need a new top 6 forward, or someone gets promoted like Kasparaitis or Summers, but I don't think they're ready quite yet. At the same time, I don't know if I want to commit to anybody as a long-term top 6 guy, because Kasparaitis or Summers might be those guys, even Platt. But 79, 24, these guys need to get growth. So guaranteed, I want the third line next year to be, maybe Besser stays one more year, and Kasparaitis, Summers, and Platt can be the third line. Because Besser, even though he's taken a step back overall-wise and in the playoffs, he still had a great season. He sims like a machine. Maybe Besser can stay in the top 6, and it's just Hakana who leaves. Hakana's been a steady third-line center, but it's Kasparaitis' turn to move up now. Because he's not even making a lot of money. 5x4 is a great contract. Maybe we trade Platt. Yeah. But imagine he grows over the offseason. He was a gem. We drafted him as a gem. And he has 4-star defense, 6'5", 5-star physical. It's tough to get that. Maybe, you know what? Let's give him one more year. I really want to give him 1 year. If possible, unless I'm being delusional, but I really want to give him 1 year. Because the thing is, even if we did trade Platt, let's say, which opens up a third line spot, if we need 6.825 million, 6.25 million, and then we do free up 8.4 from Lokhtianov, that just leaves us with 1.575. If we also free up 4 million from Hakana, are we going to get a high-end top 6 player for 5.5 million? That is the problem. We'd have to trade a defenseman as well. We would have to trade Hakana, and we would have to trade one of our defensemen here, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, rough puck skills. EA attributes make me laugh when we get deep into the future. Tell me about it. Korobov might be ready for the NHL next year. I don't know. But 1, 2... Oh, sorry, that popped up. First overall pick, the Vegas Golden Knights get an 83 overall medium elite sniper. Sheesh, 18-year-old, 5'9". There you go. So we'd have to trade out Hakana and a defenseman. Hakana, a defenseman, and Lokhtianov if we want a new top 6 forward. Can we survive with Besser? Or maybe we don't trade a defenseman, and we just, worst case, trade one if Besser can't cut it in the top 6 anymore. Because 1, 2, Dupont-Yurchuk top pair, Douglas Hornqvist second pair, Engqvist Demaris again on the third pair. Engqvist now, was he not medium elite? I don't know. He's now 81-26, making 5.3 million. Is Engqvist the guy who might be the odd man out on that contract? It's a tough call. Then Korobov's right D, then Demaris and Korobov would both be right Ds. Both defensive defensemen, but that's how it is in franchise mode. Everyone's defensive defenseman at this point. Engqvist would free up another 5.35. If we trade Hakana, Engqvist, and Loktionov, including the contracts that we're waiting to sign, that would give us 10.925 extra in cap space. Now, all that to say, who would we go out and acquire? Tough call. Does he have a clause? Yeah, he's about to have a 24 team no trade kicking in next year. Engqvist has the 5-star puck skills as a defensive defenseman, 91 shot blocking, 87 stick checking, 3-star skating, 92 in the shooting accuracies. All good overalls, but he only scores, I say only, he's a defensive defenseman, but with 5-star shooting, you would hope he would do a bit more. Maybe if we gave him power play time or something, but 68 points in 316 games. I don't know. I like Alf Engqvist because I love that he's a guy we just found in the 3rd round and all that. But if we need to free up the money, or do we keep Hakana? Okay, so let's advance another pick here, and let's see the trade blocks. Who's even available? Who might be out there in the trade blocks if we are thinking about acquiring a top 6 forward? But then if we're acquiring a top 6 forward, then Besser gets bumped down to the 3rd line, and then I wanted the 3rd line to be Platz, Summers, and Kasparaitis. Oh, man. So Hakana and Loktionov are definitely out. Let's wait and see on the defense. Now, Hakana can only go to 3 teams, so let's only talk to them. The Bruins, the Rangers, and the Penguins. Who needs a goalie? The Bruins and the Penguins will check first before the Rangers. The Bruins, yeah, they need a goalie. Okay, so Loktionov can go be the starter in Boston. Even though they don't want him, they do. Loktionov and Hakana. In exchange for what? What could the Bruins give us here? Sorry, Boston rookie skaters. Can we get a prospect out of this? The value won't be in our favor, but just get 1 piece. 65-18 defenseman. Dawson Schumacher. Offensive defenseman. I like that. Okay. Can we do that? Schumacher, and so you're getting a starting goalie? Yeah, come on. You're getting a starting goalie, and you're getting a middle 6 forward. Schumacher and who? Can we get Thorburn as well? 69-20, Chad Thorburn, playmaker. Good stats in the QMJHL, 80 points in 57 games. Really low attributes, though, I have to say. For 20? Yeah. Do they have a forward that's of interest here? Who's this guy? Yaskin. Nikita Yaskin? Maybe just a pick then, and we can use that pick somewhere else. And a 3rd then? Schumacher and a 3rd for Loktionov and Hakana. Now, on paper, we're not getting a good deal here, but keep in mind that Loktionov in the game has negative trade value as a 79 overall, making 8.4 million. So, does this get the green light? Should we ask for more? Should we check Pittsburgh? But I like Schumacher. That's a good prospect, an offensive defenseman with medium top 4 deep potential. Schumacher and a 3rd for Loktionov and Hakana. Lockdown Loktionov, it was quite the run. He will be missed. Great storyline. He got EA'd. That was all it was. He got EA'd. Oh, man. I wish we could have kept him. Green light for me, says Sam. Thank you. Loktionov, who we found in free agency as a random guy to be our 3rd goalie. Loktionov's stats last season, 6-2-1, 894 save percentage, 3.02 goals against. I said, hey, in the AHL, he had 9 shutouts. Okay, let's sign him to be our 3rd goalie. Boom, 39, 8, and 4. Okay, hold on. 39, 8, and 4 in his rookie season. He wins the Vezina, the Jennings, and the Calder Trophy, making history. He's a Stanley Cup champion. Thankfully, Boston on the tradable team list. That actually works out, too. The year after, 33, 11, and 1, 5 shutouts, but then he dropped an overall due to his fringe starter potential, and then the contract became undoable, and our goalies grew. I think he has positive value. He has 2 great seasons. In storyline, yes. In the game, I don't think so. But we could ask for more and see at least what they say. And playoffs, 18, 9, and 2 in his career, 1 shutout, 911 save percentage, 2.69 goals against average. So let's try the 3rd and a little bit more, but I don't think the game is going to give it to us. I'd be happily surprised if they do. So let's try a 3rd, a 4th, and even a 7th. A 3rd, a 4th, and a 7th. Rejected. 3rd and a 4th. Value too far off. Third and 2/7. Third and a 7th. Isn't sufficient at all. Then, all right, back to the third. Isn't sufficient at all, so we can't even get the third. Hakana, by the way, we're also trading him. Kimo Hakana, a 4th-round pick in 2026. Ended up being a pretty consistent guy for us. Didn't have the flashiest of seasons, but back-to-back 40-plus point years. Just hasn't stepped up. And we have centers who are ready to take that spot now. We were hoping he could have been a top 6 guy for us, but we have Breland coming up in the system. We have Kasperitis. Just not a lot of room for him, despite the good contract. So even averaging 12.32 ice time, yeah, he was good. 46 goals, 145 points in the playoffs. 23 points in 61 games. Yeah, wasn't quite a playoff guy usually. But hey, 2-time Stanley Cup champ. So take out the third and try a 4th. Third and a 4th. Just a bit low for us. So let's keep the 4th, and we'll trade you a 7th. Pick 220. All right. So Loktionov, Hakana, and a 7th off to Boston for Schumacher and pick 99. Boston, trade accepted. Thank you very much. Good luck to Loktionov especially. That contract is too much of an anchor in-game. We love him, but the value in-game just isn't there. I know. And not only... And I always say, he could be a 52 overall. I don't care. If he's simulating well, that's great. But Ackerman and Augustine are the future guys for us. So that frees up a lot of money. That'll allow us to do those extensions at least. And then we'll find out how much more is actually, even needed. Let me see. Wait, asset no longer on team. What are you saying? I was looking down for a second. So now we have 12.59 million. We sent out those contracts. We have extension dollars, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully that works out. So now time for the draft. Not much that we're really thinking about here at the draft. No picks are really available, nor do we have a lot of value to move up. We just traded a couple pieces. The first pick even available for trade would be pick 11 from Utah. A couple of 79 overall forwards there. Interesting. Medium top 6 Quinville. Braden Quinville. NHL ready. I bet this guy's 79 overall. Do we want to trade for a 79 overall centerman? Braden Quinville? 2-way forward? Boy, it's not bad, actually. But then what's the value? What do you need? What do you want here, Utah? What can I give you that's even of interest to you? I can give you... You don't even want the first. I can give you my first. And what else? I don't know. This would be where a defenseman gets traded. We have Peacock. What if we flip Peacock? We just acquired him in that trade from the Senators. Yeah. What if we flip Peacock? Lane Peacock. He didn't even do well with us. 31 points playing... 15 minutes per night. Okay. What if we flip Lane Peacock with a first to get that guy Quinville, who's NHL ready? 79 at 18 instead. Usually NHL ready guys out of the draft aren't, at the end of the first round are scams, but at the higher end here, I wonder. Green light or no? Lane Peacock, 15th overall pick from the Senators in 2033. 2-star defense, 2.5-star skating. 2073. It's not the end of the world for him yet. That first year wasn't great in the AHL. Any thoughts on that? Sure, why not, says Hobbsy. Let's send it. Doesn't meet the trade block needs, understandably, but I'm just asking you in terms of value. Doesn't meet the needs. 7th, doesn't meet the needs. Doesn't meet... You're pretty far away in value, really. What does fit your needs? A 3rd and 2/4 instead? Okay, a 3rd and a 4th. Does that meet your needs? No. A 3rd and 2/4? No. I mean, you want the later picks. I don't want my later picks. A 3rd, 2/4, and a 5th. And take back a 7th. Classic. No. No. Okay. Pretty rare that a top 6 power forward grows very much, unfortunately. Yeah, agreed. We're almost out of time here, though. I don't know if this is gonna... I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't want to trade any of these guys. Herdina's good. Demers is good. Yeah, I don't really want to trade any of these guys that they want. So we can give first and a 7th. They don't want Peacock. Yeah, they just don't want him. Final offer probably with a 5th. Yeah, you aren't really need to be in value offered. No, okay, so forget it. We'll see what happens with Peacock in another universe. So this guy was 76 medium, top 6 forward. There you go. Yeah, or the first. Good point. Next up, Tupkin. Yeah, we had a guy named Tupkin in one of our series. Would have been nice to get that guy, but Utah didn't want anything that we had to offer. Understandable. Pick 19. Anybody interesting here? Medium top 4D. Joe Hull. No. Clinton Spencer. NHL ready Clinton Spencer at 28. That's where we pick. Okay, if he's there, we take him. If not, we move on. And it looks like he's there. Great. All right, so at 28, do we take the NHL ready forward? We know that he won't grow. We've been burned enough. But he could be, as a 6'3" power forward, maybe? This could be a guy who's a future fourth-line center for us. You never know. I'd rather just take a guaranteed medium top 6 forward. There is a low elite defensive defenseman we could try to trade up for, too. Isaac Ritu. But I'm going to say, yeah, let's go for Clinton Spencer. Unless anybody has any objections to him. Clinton Spencer. Hobbsy says, let's do it. Great fourth line seed. Big boy for the bottom 6. Love it. All right, he might not ever be more than a fourth line center, but that's okay. Clinton Spencer, welcome aboard. He is, whoa, okay. 80 overall. Fourth line center next season. Clinton Spencer. Gen Z says take Ritsu. We could take him with our next pick. We'll trade up for him. Clinton Spencer. 3.5-star skating, 3.5-star physical, 80 on the faceoffs. Welcome to our new fourth line center, Clinton Spencer. I thought fourth line of the future. No, fourth line today. Wow, he had 33 points in 61 games in the U.S. system. Welcome to Long Island, buddy. Wearing Jaeger 68. That's a great pick. That's crazy, crazy, crazy value. 80 overall grinder. He might be an 80 overall grinder for his entire career, but that's fine. Salcido is even a guy of interest, too. Now, Ritu, where's he going to go if we want to trade up for him? Yeah, we always love our Kozevnikovs. Ritu's going at 43. That's 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. If Ritu's still there at the Minnesota pick, we'll take him. We'll trade up for him. Kozevnikov. Oh, sorry. What am I saying? We have another pick. We have Toronto's second. We pick at 34. But, of course, so we'll just take him here. We could maybe try to play games to trade down. But no, we'll just take Ritu now. So we get best of both worlds there, Gen Z. Ritu, welcome aboard. Isaac Ritu, defensive defenseman, 4 years away, but a low elite gem. Let's see what happens with him from the USA West. 61 overall, low elite. Isaac Ritu, welcome to the system. Next up is pick 60. Now, ooh, look at that medium elite goalie that just went. Okay, so pick 60. Anybody we really want between here and 60? 66 is kind of the unspoken retired number in the NHL. Yeah, exactly. Remember the Josh Hosang drama around it? He eventually changed. Yes, absolutely. Well, we have Ralph Pricing who wears 87. Low top 6 at 62. A few low top 6s in the 60s here. Jackson Foster. Charlie Melnick. And then Wyatt Ortiz, 77, 3 years away. Wyatt Ortiz is even Yuensu. Our next pick is 60. Let's go to 60. So here, yeah, Yuensu just went there. Low top 6, 63. So at pick 60, we have a few ideas. Caden Bolt, what a name. So Wyatt Ortiz, 6'1", 17, 3 years away. That's a low top 6 forward. Latowski, low top 4D, 6'4", two-way D. Rare to see the two-way Ds and not the defensive defenseman. Jackson Foster, 17, 3 years away, gem playmaker. Charlie Melnick, center sniper, 3 years away at 18. Who else is here? Low set Arvidsson. Mats Arvidsson, 4 years away. Yeah. So one of these, between Melnick, Foster, Letowski, and Ortiz. Ortiz, Letowski, Foster, Melnick. Anybody have a certain inkling in one direction or another? Movie's interesting. He's a gem, 2-bar low elite gem. 3 years away. It's just a bit of a risk. Even if he is, let's say, low top 6. Is he the one that we want the most there? There's a few ideas. Ortiz, so 2 centermen. Eileen Gem, but who knows who can even... Yeah, there's a decent shot at a medium elite in the 70s, 80s, or 90s. Who are you looking at here? Those are low elites. I don't see any medium elites. Only this guy here, Markov. Ivan Markov, 2 bars. And with defensemen, that's tough. That's only 1. The rest are low elites. And Tikhonov, 1 bar. We have goalies already. Then there's more low tops. Well, yeah, a couple low top 6s in the 90s. Now, for me, it's between those guys we just said. Ortiz, Letowski, Foster, or Melnick. Letowski, the right D at 6'4", 2-way D is very interesting because there's so few that get generated. I take a chance on Mew. He could have higher potential. If it was all forwards, I hear you. James, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. One of our channel members on board here. I gotta say, my pick right now, we have 30 seconds. My pick right now is Letowski. I see the argument for other guys, like Mewy especially. But there's so few non-defensive defensemen who get generated with some potential. Brock Letowski, 6'4" at 18. Thoughts on Ziegler? Yeah, I was gonna go live. I wasn't home until just a few hours ago. I'm gonna try to do something tomorrow with Derek if he's available, our resident Flyers fan. I like it for the Flyers, and it's tough for the Ducks. Okay, I'm gonna make the executive call then. No one seems to be too upset if I would go with Letowski. So, Brock Letowski, let's do it. Low top 4, 62 overall. Now, hopefully I didn't mess up big time. Take your guy, thank you, Hobbsy. Let's see here. Bolt, medium top 9. Mendoza, medium top 9. So, Mui, hopefully he's not anything better than low top 6. Bad, eh? No one has any patience to develop players anymore. It's, I wonder how much of it was a development thing or a Zegers thing. I don't know. Sjogren goes there. Vegas, Mebus was low top 6. Mui, low elite. Okay, low elite. With 1 bar, with 1.5, between half star and 2-star everything. So low elite winger versus low top 4D. If I'd known everything, maybe I go like slightly lean towards Mui. Yes, Mui. But with the scouting how it is now, a 2-bar guy, it's just I'm not interested in taking any 2-bar risks really, unless we really it's just a shot in the dark with a later pick. But yeah, wouldn't have been a bad decision to go with Mui. I never disagreed with Mui. Just it was more positional that I went with Letowski. Yeah, then there's Foster, Ortiz, the low top 6 is who I was thinking about. Melnick, low top 6, there he is. So let's go to pick 92 now. Good call, though. Good call to realize Mui and see that he had some potential. I never doubted that. I don't want to take a risk when there's guarantees. If it's all risks, then sure. But if there are guarantees, then I don't feel as comfortable with the risk. Isaiah Nieuwendyk, low top 4 offensive defenseman, or low top 6 sniper, Jesper Nilsson, 3 years away. Low top 6 Sean Thompson, 3 years away also. So now it's between Thompson, Nilsson, and Nieuwendyk. Offensive defenseman, low top 4. I mean, if you want me to trade Letowski for Mui, we could do that. And then draft a defenseman here. but might be a bit cheese. So Nilsson, Thompson, even medium top 6, Sivre, but he's 20. So Sean Thompson, A- physical already, 3 years away, 57 points in 65 games in the U.S. I doubt gems can be lower than top 6, top 4 starter. You think? Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, I mean, maybe I thought I didn't really click. Never really clicked with that. You're right. Robinson Faith, 4 years away. No, sorry, not him. It's Nilsson we're interested in. Come on. Jesper Nilsson, 3 years away, 3 points in an A+ league. I get it. And then Nieuwendyk. Those offensive defensemen can blow up, though, sometimes. That's the thing. I want Thompson and Nieuwendyk, because who else do we really have pinned in this draft? Nobody. That might be like the last couple guys I want, even. So you know what? I'm going to say let's try and get both here. So we're going to take Nieuwendyk. Isaiah Nieuwendyk, welcome. 62 overall, low top 4D. Then Sim. I'd skip on Thompson. Scouts said character weakness. I think he'll be impossible to move it. But we have morale turned off, Sam, so that's not as big of a deal. Good catch, though. Sivre, but he's 20. That's the thing. He's 3 years away, yeah. But an 18-year-old who's 5 years away versus a 20-year-old who's 3 years away. It's like Platt, though. I mean, Platt was the same thing, and you were suggesting trade Platt, right? Platt was the same thing when we drafted him. He was a 20-year-old who was 3 years away. But before that even happens, we have Thompson first. So thankfully, character issues don't matter here. Can we trade with the Canadians? Actually, no. We're about to pick. Okay, you know what? If Thompson is there, we take him. If not, it wasn't meant to be. So Faith, and then the Leafs take McCarthy. I think he had medium top 6 and not low. Yes, he is. Yeah, he was medium top 6. Same with Platt. So we don't need to trade. So we can make a trade then. I thought we had to use value to trade for Thompson, so we'll use that value to trade for Sivre if you want. Thompson, 66 overall, low top 6. Still have a guy who gets to the league quicker. If they're too low of an overall, could see almost no growth. Yeah. 3.5 star physical already for Sean Thompson. Honestly, I'm not sold on Sivre. However, it's not a very well scouted draft class, and I owe Gen Z one for not taking Mui. So, I'll say let's do it. But I'm deep down in my heart, I gotta say, I am not convinced in the growth. By the potential growth. Immediately defenseman goes there. If only we knew. If only we knew. These horrible scouts. All right, Vancouver, give me pick 103. I will give you a 4th, a 5th. No, just a 4th and a 4. Could a 4th and a 7th do it? Yeah, come on. There you go. This is a really good deal. I hope you know what you're doing. Yeah, thank you. René Sivre from Les Olympiques du Gatineau, 65 overall, medium top 6, which is great, but he's 20. So we'll wait and see what happens with him. And finally, pick 143, our final pick in this draft. Could go 2-bar high elite Cade keeping, but you never know what that might be. 2-bar medium top 6. 3-bar low top 4D. We already took some defensemen in this draft. Yeah, you know what? Let's just throw a dart at the goalie. For the last pick of the draft, let's throw a dart at the high elite, 2-bar high elite goalie. He could just be a backup, whatever, but hey, Cade keeping from Kiko Espo of Liga. Decent numbers there. Let's see. The Norwegian, right? No, he's from Norway? Yeah, that's Norway. Correct? Yes. Cade keeping is high fringe starter. Sheesh. What a disgrace. All right. Clemenson from Norway. I love generated prospects. All right, there's the draft. Spencer, Ritu, Latowski, Nieuwendyk, Thompson, Sivre, and keeping. Now we got to see what do Kapanen and Yzerman say about their extensions. Let's see as we advance the day. Fingers crossed for those. We'll take care of the scouts in a moment. Fingers crossed. Kapanen not interested in extending, and Yzerman not interested in extending. So that's why it's because you advance a day and their demands change. Thankfully now we have more money available to us, so it should be easier. We have 24.8 million. We should be able to get those guys signed on without a problem. So first, let's just go to the staff. Everybody's signed on here. Good. Let's go to the scouts. Let's sign these guys up. Cam Bruin. Raimo Hakkarainen. Come on. The menus. Who had said that the menus may have been fixed with the newest patch, the newest update? Not the case in what I'm seeing. Elise Ersberg. Hendricks, Evelyn Hendricks. Anton Kudobin's uncle, or aunt, excuse me, Angelina Kudobin. And finally, Matthias Nold. Alright, now let's check out what we can get these guys signed for. Re-sign players. Alright, here we go. All expiring. Cole Eisman, please don't tell me the demand has changed too much. 8 by 17.7 now. Yeah, and he wants the full no move. So if we bring him down, please don't tell me you want only 17. Okay. Into the 15s. Let's go really low and then build up from there. Okay, so 13, not going to do it. 13.65, which before had him pretty interested. Now it's down like a bar and a bit. 8 by 14. He has very high organizational interest. So how about 8 by 14? It's 0.3% more than he wanted before. Sorry, it's 0.3% of the salary cap more than we offered him before. I think 8 by 14 is still an okay number for Yzerman. Right? Should go to 14.25, but the organizational interest is so high that I say let's try it. Hopefully he's not disgusted with us. Do we risk negotiating? No, negotiation is really only to raise the organizational interest, I find. So if he's already high enough, don't bother. 14.75. I would if the organizational interest wasn't so high. We'll go there next. 8 by 14. Let's see what he says. Oliver Kapanen, please be reasonable. Okay, with a no trade clause. Okay. He wants 3 years. We could do 3 years. I'll give you the no move, the reduced no move. Yeah, no move, no move. So no move clause for the first 2 years, and then a 20-team no trade in year 3 if that's necessary. 9.7 can come down to what? He's still expensive, but 8.5 maybe? 8.5 for a second line center in today's NHL. Maybe a little bit more. 8.35. Let's try 8.35 for 3 years with this kind of trade, with these kind of trade clauses here. So we had said, do we offer him 14 flat? 14 plus 8.35, 22.35 leaves us with 22.35. That'll leave us with 2.45 million. All right, let's see what Kapanen says to that. Get back to us tonight. Aside from that, let's see. UFAs. Let's get the rookies signed on here. Was this from our strong draft class a couple of years ago? Is this now these guys coming in? Why isn't Kapanen have no... Doesn't make sense. We're a championship contender. Yeah, I know. It's pretty random. Yeah, now we're getting these guys signed on. We're going to have a great team in the AHL, I think, this next year. So we can let a lot of the AHL guys go. Whoever's kind of at the top, those older guys. So these guys are all signing on right away. Life is good. Fantastic. Punanovs. Yes. Sergey. Yes. Tukkanen. Timo Tukkanen, thank you. Bulbrook, 7220. We might have an excess in the AHL. We might have to trade a few of these guys. That's okay. Weidman, 7525. We let him walk. Herdina's going to be first line center in the AHL. Regula was great. I'd love to keep him as 7th D, but if he wants 2 million, then forget it. 1 year, 2-way, 875. Yeah. He's 34 now, though. Still top 6D. Let me come back to that. Ralph Pricing, what do you want? We got like 2 million. Yeah, we could do Ralph Pricing. Really wants the 3 years. You know, we love you, Ralph Pricing. We could do 3 years. But I gotta bring you down. So I'll give you some clause. We had him on a modified no trade clause. I'll give you a... Yeah, I'll give you a 24 team no trade. I doubt we trade him. He's gonna be a 4th liner for us. Oh, we have 49 contracts right now? Oh. Did not realize that. Thank you. Did not realize that. Yikes. Wait, but if it's because of some of the RFAs here, I think. Is that true? Like, Potvin 70-23, if I let him go. Or McClement, 71-24. Let's let McClement walk as an experiment. Brandon McClement. 6th round pick of ours. Sorry that it never worked out, buddy. 3 years in Bridgeport. We tried, but 71-24. Time to let you go. Does this free up a spot in the Yes, it does. Okay, so that frees up a contract. So we have a lot of RFAs taking up the contract spots. That's why. Bellamy, Jamal Bellamy. Yeah, we're going to let him walk. Forstrom. Yeah, we have younger guys. We have guys who, like, we have our guys coming up now. Potvin's one of our guys, 70-23. 3rd round pick. I remember wanting to make him work. 3 years in Bridgeport, and it's just not clicking. Not a lot of ice time, though. I get it. Hold on, now we have more. We've sent out 2 offers. We have 46 contracts. Okay, we're okay. Let me send out one more here to Pricing, that one we were just thinking about. How can we get? Can we get to 2.35? Not in trouble yet. It'll only be an issue for players not previously signed with the organization. Yeah. So I doubt we trade him. He's a great 4th line piece. So that's why I don't mind having 24 team no trade. That's an easy contract to move if needed. High organizational interest. Let's try 2.3. Really jumps, actually. 2.325. 3 years at 2.325 on Ralph Pricing. Let's see what he thinks about that as we advance today. Kapanen rejects. There's nothing specifically wrong with it. I just feel I need to test free agency. Sure you do. So yeah, same with ours. I just feel I need to test free agency. You have super high organizational interest. And Pricing resigns. That's nice. AKA, give me more money. Let me guess. Interest plummets. Yeah, now the interest that was at the highest bar now plummets. That's it. Nothing new. So we offered him 14, right? It was 14 here. Yeah, okay. So now we go to 14.5. Because now the interest is even lower. 8 years at 14.5 on Yzerman. And Kapanen, it was it 7 point something? We got 20 team no trade there, yes. What do we do here? 3x8? Was it 8.5? Was that what we offered? Was it 8.5? No, I think it was 7.8, wasn't it? Hold on. 24.8. Minus we offered him 4. Was it? No. I forget what it was now. Either way. 8.5 seems pretty fair here. 8.35. Okay, now we try 8.5 then. Advance another day. Now scouts are signing on. Everyone's happy to sign. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Moment of truth. Here we go. Here we go. Kapanen rejects, and so does Yzerman. Really. They want to test free agency out of nowhere, even though they just said yes and organizational interest was super high. So, Yzerman 14.75 now, I guess. 14.75 for 8 years. Because right now we have 23.5 Minus 14.75. That leaves 8.75 for Kapanen. What does it mean when they have a no move clause and a modified no trade clause in the same year? Because no trade clause is just trades. No move means you can't send them down either. Yeah, Yzerman definitely more important, but Kapanen would also be ideal. So now we move up on him as well. I'll even up the trade terms if I have to. Let's try instead of 8, so we did 8.5. Now let's do 8.65. With that last year being a 29-team no-trade list. How about that? Makes you a bit more interested. 8.65. Okay, what do they say now? Let's go. It's all about the money. There we go. I accept your offer to stick with the team. Thanks for the stability. And Yzerman still rejects, though, leaving us still with 15.9 million. We're not done yet on Yzerman. So Kapanen's re-signed. That's great. A little less flexibility for when it's that last year if we would want to trade him. But still a 3-team trade list. 15.9 is the most we can give him. I don't want to give him 15.9, though, ideally. So now we move to 15. 8 by 15. We're really giving him a lot of money here. 8 by 15 on Yzerman. Come on, man. We are breaking the bank for you. This is a crazy good contract for you. There you go. Thank you, Cole Yzerman. Whew. 15 million, but I think it was worth it. So that was 2 huge reliefs there to get them signed on. Leaving us with 1.95 million. We also did re-sign pricing. Great news there. So Simon Demers is going to be another one. These guys will qualify and take care of them after if they want crazy money. Well, yeah, we'll qualify everybody and we'll see you on July 1st. Now we're tight to the cap, though. So now we might have to trade one of those defensemen. Who's this, Milson? 74-24. Is he one of ours? No. No, Milson, I'm letting this guy walk. Goudreau, 73-22. Potvin, I'm going to qualify you and trade you. But Goudreau, I guess you want 1 year, 1.3. Yeah, so I will qualify you. UFA's Regula as 7th D. We said that's fine. Or AHL, whatever, for that price. Accepts it right away. Now we have 2.1 million cap space. Okay. And Delandria wants 1 year, 2 million to stay on the 4th line. It's crazy how good he was. Because the 4th line... Because forwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's the top 6. 3rd line, Kasparaitis, Summers, and Platt. 4th line, Pricing, Delandria, Spencer. Yeah, and that's even with Maddox Marchment wanting to make the team too. So Delandria, as crazy as of a season as Delandria had, we might not have a spot for him, nor can we spare the 2 million. So Ty Delandria, thank you for being a great part of the story. He won a cup in 2033-34. That was with us. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for being a part of the team. Thank you for being here and winning a Stanley Cup with us. 2 years as a 4th liner. A real pleasure. Thank you, sir. A little deadline, not a deadline pickup, but a little not deadline. It was, it was at the start of the year. We were looking at who could we pick up, who would be a 4th line option, who was center eligible, and it worked out great. So thank you, Ty Delandria. Can enjoy your Stanley Cup ring forever, and we'll let you walk. Sadly, that's just what we have to do. So now with 2.1 million in cap space, we can go to Kasparaitis, who wants 2 years to stay as an RFA, but 2.6 million, so we'll wait on him. And also, there's Demers. Wants, 6.75. Exactly, that makes sense. So we'll wait for him being qualified. And Summers, what do you want, man? Summers, 2 by 1.7. Yeah, that's fine. 2 years at 1.7. Let's try 2 years at 1.5. Would you take 2 years at 1.5, Brock? Brocky boy? Yes, thank you very much. Oh, we even think about Ackerman. Yeah, he's a contract? Pfft, that means we're definitely trading somebody. Goalies. Okay, Menard gets his contract. He might be trade bait at 20, because these guys are already better. Might be trade bait. Leonardo Menard. Accepts right away. Ackerman, we qualify. And what does he want as a contract? He's looking at 6x10. So yeah, we'll definitely get him lower. Come back down to earth. We'll give him probably a 2-year bridge and see what happens, but... Hey, Hockey Sniper. Hi, Data. Just got here. Should I just watch from the start or keep watching live? It depends. We went through. We made a trade. We did some contracts. You could go back and watch at ×2 speed and be done in half an hour. So then so in 45 minutes you'd be caught back up. If you go back to the start and watch at ×2 speed, up to you. Catch up with us in 45 minutes, or even jump through and skim, or just watch from now. So yeah, we're going to have to make a trade. One of those defensemen. We can't keep Demers, and like if he wants 6 million and Engqvist is 5 million and Hornqvist is 6 million, we might have to promote Korobov and just trade Demers. Simon Demers, he was good. 1 year in the NHL, he's ready for 6+ million. Let's wait and see what they want on July 1st. All right. Haven't saved in a little bit. Let's always save that file. You never know. And we advance one more day. All right, here we are. July 1st. Who is out here on July 1st? Donovan. I'll stay live and watch the start tomorrow. Perfect. Very good. UFAs. Oliver Moore wanting 19.6 million. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's an offer sheet. That's why I want to sign these guys right away. McTavish, Benak, Dobson. There he is. Good old Noah Dobson. Cripps, Burchild, Savage, Velarde, Musty. Paraskak would be great. Yeah, we had read your suggestion earlier. Did he drop to free agency? Doesn't look like it, eh? Unless was he at the very top? No, it looks like he didn't drop to free agency in the end. Okay, yeah, we have 1.6 million, so don't go too crazy. Affordable. I want UFAs. 70-19. Hyvanen. Mika Hyvanen. Undrafted. Who do we need? Back here. Nemesis Cole McKinney is out there. Oh, that's true. One of our nemesis. Gotta stay away from the nemesis. Goalies, Ackerman, of course, RFA, but don't worry about that. He wants a 7 by 11.2. But let's see, when it goes down to 6, I wonder, must change a lot. Yeah, 6 years, 9.35. So we could go 8 years, 9.575. Yeah, 8 years on Ackerman's probably the deal at 9 point whatever. In worst case, it doesn't work out, we trade him before his clause kicks in. So then we need to free up some money here, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe sign Hyvanen, yes. Before we even think about any of new players, let's look at our own players. So Kasparaitis, we want to sign him. He wants 3 years at 2.8, but 2 years... Yeah, 2 years to stay as an RFA at 2 million. We don't even have enough money for that. Okay. The trade we made was Hakana and Loktionov to Boston for a prospect and I think a 4th. Alright, trade time. We're at the point in franchise mode where we just can't keep defensemen for more than a couple of years, which is a heartbreaker, but what are you going to do? So first, where's that RFA that we weren't going to sign? So Kasparaitis we want to sign. It was this prospect Schumacher who we got from Boston. 65 overall offensive defenseman, former 2nd round pick. Let's see. So Engqvist or Demers. I don't know if both might be impossible to keep. Simon Demers. Haynes is almost ready for the NHL. Goudreau, Potvin, his rights, yeah. Trade Engqvist, might have to. But if we trade Engqvist, that's just to sign Ackerman. Who are we going to have on defense? What does he want again, Demers? Simon Castveur? 3 years at 5.5. It's not horrible. But a 24-year-old at low elite. If we trade yeah, I'm down to trade Engqvist, but we're also trading Simon Demers. That would leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeesh. And then Korobov. No, we can't trade both of them. We'll have to trade Engfist and try to get Demaris at a lower cost. But even then, that saves us, what, $1 million? We need to free up a lot more than that. Are there some affordable defensemen out here? Or even we trade for a defenseman? Frundell is a no movement clause. That's the problem there. We can't get Frundell. Defense, just for fun, affordable defense. A couple of 80 overalls. Let me guess, both RFAs. Blasig, the one guy who's out there. Brady Blasig, defensive defenseman. With 1-star skating. Wasn't this guy? Do we have Isaac Belleville? We have to trade both Demaris and Engfist. We don't have the money, with Ackerman needing money too. If we do that, we need to trade them. We need to get a young defenseman. So here's where we go. This is a classic in franchise mode, 2030s onward. Just where are the young defensemen that we could trade for? Just trade for a young defenseman, keep him for 2 or 3 years, rinse and repeat. So defense, a guy who's like, I don't know, 26 max. Eisman kind of put us in a spot, yeah. Going from 6 million to 15 million, yeah. Let's say max 4 million just for fun. Okay, hold on. We need a minimum overall. We have a bunch of forward prospects. We can trade 1 or 2 of them for a defenseman. Yeah, we can. Minimum 79, but I want even 80. Okay. Peterson's an RFA. Interesting. This guy Peterson, but he'll want a big contract. Curtis Peterson. Douglas Norton. So they have to be under contract. Yeah, I want to hold on. Show me only guys. Actually, it could be a guy, a prospect not under contract. Who's this guy here? Gauthier-Leduc. 81-22. Unsigned. Raphael Gauthier-Leduc. Let's get this guy and sign him to his entry-level contract. That's 3 years that you get him right there. Yeah, Gauthier-Leduc is the guy. That's 1. Now, who else can we get? Who's this guy? Christensen. Julian Christensen, former 6th overall pick. But our defense is pretty solid. Like, it's not like we're looking to move anybody into the top 4 right away. Gauthier-Leduc is definitely a priority number 1, I'd say. I want him only because Data can say his name all the time. There you go. These guys with 1 year left, they'll need their big contract next year. There's, of course, Gervais Chouinard. We need unsigned guys or guys with 2 years or more. Okay, let's start with Gauthier-Leduc. Raphael Gauthier-Leduc. Oh, is he in free agency? Oh, he's in free agency. Raphael Gauthier-Leduc. What? Is he... hold on. Raphael, coucou. Raphael. Monsieur Gauthier-Leduc. Où es-tu? Gauthier-Leduc. Hey, he wants 4... That's why he's unsigned. I thought he was an unsigned prospect. Hey. Oublie ça. Excuse-moi. Alright, back to player search. That was just a little tease. So say minimum 79. Defenseman. Max 26. Max salary 5 million. Signed on for at least 2 more years, let's say. 8 results. Do you have no one for the top 6? Besser's gonna have to be that guy for 1 more year. This guy Chara is the best. 81-17 prospect. Didn't he just get drafted now? Yeah, the 2nd overall pick, he just got drafted, so he's not gonna go. Knuble just got drafted too, right? 2035? Yeah. So, let's take them both out. Exactly 2 years left on the contract. We have 6 options to trade for. Or 5 options. Great. So, Christensen stands out for sure. Douglas is ours, so we can't even get him. And then Tan, Shelley, Cypher. So if we call up Korobov, maybe we trade Shelley for the prospect from Boston. He's in Pittsburgh here. Mike Shelley, defensive defenseman, 1.5-star puck skills, 2-star skating, but 3.5-star defense, 4.5-star physical. Julian Christensen, 2-way D, more well-rounded, but doesn't stand out really anywhere in particular. Could be a bit of vanity overall. He was a negative 21 with 5 points, playing 13.08 in his rookie season. Yeesh. 80-19 though, still a lot of growth that could come from him. But he'd be in a third pair role, and Douglas is there. Maybe Shelley. How about 10? Nicholas 10, offensive defenseman. That's nice. Tan needs either Sin or Coast to be his deep partner. That's good. I'm going on a tangent. So 10, same overall as Shelley, but 2 years younger. And an offensive defenseman. So not as good defensively, but way better skater, better shooting, better puck skills. And you know, Korbov's the defensive defenseman there. Korbov's the defensive defenseman. Nicholas 10, get in here, buddy. So Nicholas 10, please tell me that we can trade one of the defensemen here, at least one of them. Engqvist, yes, is open to going to LA. So Engqvist and Demare, along with the RFA rights of a couple of these guys, or at least one of them. Let's go to the bottom first. Potvin for sure. Do we also throw in Goudreau? Maybe we keep Goudreau. We'll see. Okay, start like that. Engqvist, Demare, Potvin. I think we just offer this. They're doing us a favor. They don't have a lot of trade value. Look at the trade value how it is now. We can try to add a fifth just for fun. But they also have RFAs, but they have a lot of cap space. So start like this. LA, what do you say? Rejected. With the 7th, rejected. This is a good prospect we're taking back here. So, straight up, still rejected, because they're getting 2 of the same. What do they even want here? They don't want both, I know. We could throw in a forward prospect. That's what we had said earlier. Who's the forward prospect to toss in here? That they want. Sorry, let's look at skaters matching the block. Going from the bottom up. Maybe it's Haynes we don't have room for in the NHL. Corbin Haynes. He had a ton of ice time and didn't impress. 50 points in 72 games in the AHL. Well, didn't impress. Wasn't great. 4-star shooting with 2-star physical, 2-star skating. Maybe Corbin Haynes, 4th round pick of ours, who would want to make the NHL, but there's no room for him. Maybe we throw in Corbin Haynes here. Because the 4th line's already going to be pretty full. Korbov's going to get called up this next season, even though he's going to be playing a bit over his head. We could throw in Tukinen 72-20 instead. Spencer we're going to sign. Kasparaitis we got to sign. Okay, let's try, sorry, not with you. Let's try just with Haynes. Take back that 7th just in case. Do we take out Demare since they don't want both and just flip him somewhere else? Maybe. Haynes, does he look good? Really? Does he really look good? 4-star shooting. Kasparaitis, the ghost, is 23 over. No, he's not 23 over. Is that what I said? 23 overall? Sorry. I mean, 2-star physical, 2-star skating, 3-star puck skills at 22.79. You don't want to move Haynes? Because if we don't move Haynes, that's fine, but then who else is it? Good awareness with good shooting equals 50-goal scorer. Man, imagine. So then maybe if you want to keep Haynes, then maybe we trade Tukinen, 72-20. Timo Tukinen. Playmaker. 2nd round pick of ours a couple years ago. 27 points in Liga. It's got to be Tukinen or... Tukinen, Peacock, one of these guys. Hey RJ, Yo Data just finished high school last week. No kidding, congrats, man. How's the stream doing? Pretty well so far. We're making moves, and we're getting excited for year number 12, which will be going as soon as we're done the off season. Awesome, man. Congratulations. It's probably the price we have to pay for a good defenseman, though. Sorry, just throwing out thoughts. No, I hear you. I hear you. Thanks, though. Can you go down? Yeah. These guys down here. Let's start by looking, hold on, forwards. Who's even in the AHL? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12? Maybe Haynes does make it. Because Sivret, we just drafted him. I don't want to trade him, we just drafted him. Hugo, 13th forward. Maybe it's Marchment then, who is the odd man out. Former first round pick. Or Maroon, 73-21. I think if you have two of the same type of guy, that makes it less likely for a team to accept. It's true. Maroon maybe is the guy. 21, 2-star defense, 1.5-star physical. All right, Dante Maroon. We'll keep Haynes. He might be on the fourth line. We'll trade Maroon, who has more value. See if we can get back some value here. And if they don't want to take two defensemen, then we figure something else out. With a fifth, bang, gets it done. Thank you, Los Angeles. We take back a fifth. That's all right with me. Tan, welcome aboard, and goodbye to a couple of players moving off to Los Angeles, especially Ulf Enqvist, who was a great pickup for us. We drafted him in the 3rd round of 2028. He is a 2-time Stanley Cup champion here on Long Island. 4 seasons, 6th in the organization. 316 NHL games, 68 points, a plus 123 in the playoffs, 14 points and a plus 2 in 57 games, 2 Stanley Cups. Ulf, thank you for everything. The pride of Sweden, and we'll give you a beautiful life in Los Angeles. All right, so that frees up some money moving into year number 12. 10, we get him into the top 6. Nicholas 10, we get even a pick back 2. And that leaves us with how much cap space now? What? Only 5.9? Enqvist was 5 point something, and we had almost 2 million. How do we have only 5.9 million cap space now? Is it because 10 is a one-way or something like that? Also, an update. Me and my friends, buddies, are starting a summer ball hockey league, and our second game is Wednesday. We plan on doing one in the winter. I got 8 goals for 14. Man, look at you! I was playing a lot of ball hockey a few years ago. Now with work and everything, that's slowed down a bit, but a great way to get some exercise and have some fun. So now still at 5.9 million. We're still not out of the woods just yet. So Eisman at 15, yeah. Celebrini, Martone. Besser in that last year of that contract, but we can't trade him. He's a legend. Kapanen, Keevan, we can't trade them. Hornqvist, hard to trade him. We just traded Ulf Enqvist. Who else on defense are we going to get? We just looked at how bare the options are. Tan, Breland. No one's making... Yeah, that Besser contract hurts. But we can't ask him to waive, can we? We have to... And then who plays top 6? He still fills a role. It's not like he's just sitting there doing nothing. He still fills a big role. Yes, you spelled it right, Desora. Is she a T-Swift fan? Is Data a Swiftie? I'd say we're basic T-Swift fan. Like, we love the classics, you know, You Belong With Me, Love Story, all that. But I wouldn't call us... If Swiftie means, like, you know a ton of songs and you go to a concert, like, I probably wouldn't go to a concert. But I wouldn't say I don't like Taylor Swift's music. I don't like how, like, TSN is pumping out Taylor Swift is out of game content every 2 seconds. But I don't have any hate for her, and I'd say I'd say even I have positive feelings. But no, if Swiftie means like I'm a hardcore fan, then I'd say probably not. Nothing against her, just could Besser drop to 82, 83 with top line potential? Yes, he could. So what we're gonna have to do is just wait for Ackerman to get cheaper and sign with like a 1-year deal. On the way, no, I'm not. I don't know that song. So we're going to have to just try and get 1 year of Ackerman cheap and then his big extension next year. Because we can't afford to do much else. Kasperitis, Goudreau, So Ackerman wants 11.2. Yeah, but for 1 year, 9 points. Yeah, so we'll wait for him to come down. We'll wait. And the other RFAs we'll try and sign Kasperitis right now. Yeah, oh, you're in KC. Oh, there you go. Oh, you're close to the Sora. A 1 or 2 year retool. We'll see. We'll see. I want to keep Kasperitis as an RFA for sure. So we'll do 2 years. But it says 2.025. Really, it's 2 years at 2 million, I guess. I think this spells the end for Besser unless he takes a massive discount if he does. Exactly. I'm going to hope that he retires. 1.925 is the same as 2 million, it looks like. So 2 years at 1.925 on Dmitry Kasperitis to stay as an RFA. And then we'll take care of Ackerman. I don't want to sign anybody else just in case. I know there's other good rookies out there, but I'm just going to say let's advance. Let's start advancing and see what happens. Let's say advance the next season and then hit pause in a few seconds here. Kasperitis accepts. Thank goodness. Okay, let's fix the block here if we get a million offers. We might have to do a Midwestern double date day. Well, Caleb double date a date day. I'm going to be down there. I'm leaving Thursday. I'm going to be down there starting Thursday. Thursday evening, I'm going down. So, hey. When do you plan on making a video on the Zegers trade? If it's probably if I do it, it's tomorrow. I'm going to try to see if Derek wants to get on board and do something. All right, we're at July 30th now. So that means that's exactly what I do want. If you want, here's a little tip for everybody. If you want your guy to extend for cheaper, you got to do it before like July 22nd or so. Once it gets to July 25th plus, he will only take a 1 year deal for cheap. And everything else is super expensive. Texas Roadhouse. So now I wonder what he would want. Probably still a lot, but at least less for 1 year. Where am I going? RFAs. So now Ackerman wants. Actually, no, he still wants 7 years. I wonder if that's different in NHL 25. So we can offer him up to 5 million. We're gonna have to wait until he takes 5 million. Whenever you're ready to take 5 million, we will sign you. Please, no offer sheets. Yeah, still waiting on Ackerman. Summer holdout. And then once Besser's gone next year, Ackerman, I will give you your big payday. Just wait, please. Ackerman, there you go. 1 year, 6 point. Okay, we're getting close. Can we turn it into a triple date? I'm there. So 1 year, 6.15. That's a lot better. Do I even bother sending him the 5 million? No, not yet. For real though, Caleb, send me a message. I don't know how far we are from each other. I'm kind of like, where I'm going to be is more, like, well, I'm coming into St. Louis, but then I'll be like southwest. Oh, sorry, southeast. Hope the disorder didn't hear me say that. Or else I'm going to get eaten. Oh, thank you, Sam. But I'm that's so appreciated. But we're doing medium from here on out. Every year now. Year 10 on, we're doing medium every year. September 10th, the season's about to change over. RFA, one more, come on. 5.65. So, can we get to a 1 year, 5 million now, Jesper Ackerman? Come on, you'll get your big contract next year, buddy, I promise. If you do well. Come on, Jesper. Yes, there you go. We waited long enough and it worked out. We all long and happy. Okay, great. Just in time to see the lines to start the year. So this is, whoa, long off season. We're already at, what are we at here? Hour 20. Shrew. Hope everyone gets your sleeping bags. Here we go. Any changes? Besser still an 84. Kapanen down to an 86. Kevin down to an 85. You know what I just realized? We didn't do any off-season focuses. I'm a fool. Kevin down to an 85 for some unknown reason. Platt up to an 81 from a 79. That's good news. Herdina up to an 80. Okay. Ackerman up to a 90. I would have loved to have him extended. He's going to want even more this next season, but we had to do the 1 year, $5 million to keep Besser. Okay, so hold on. In the system, Breland's at a 78 now. He's ready to go next year. Haynes on line 2, I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold on. So Huo, Marchment. I wasn't anticipating Herdina. But you know what? Oh, it's because we didn't sign, what's his name? The fourth line grinder. Hold on a second. Hold on. I have to go sign the fourth line grinder. You saw it? Oh, yeah? Was he 85 earlier? And by the way, for the captaincies, we're going to be keeping Brock Besser as our captain and Yzerman and Dupont as the alternates. When Besser's gone next year, it's going to be Yzerman or Dupont who becomes captain, and then we'll give a letter to somebody else. So Bo Horvat for 10 years, now 2 years of Brock Besser. Then we'll see after that. Unsigned. Spencer, get in here. Clinton Spencer. Great. Thank you. So Herdina's an 80. Would it be crazy to send him down to be fourth line center? Sorry, AHL first line center? He's a depth forward. It should be okay. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's start with the forwards we said. 1, 2, 3. No, Haynes would stay. Herdina would go. And then in the system, Spencer comes up. On defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Regula's 7th D. Korbev will come up. Korbev? I didn't see. And goalies Ackerman and Augustine, with Zykov and Palin in the AHL, and Menard third goalie or traded. We'll see. Okay, so now best lines. Then call back up the 13th forwards and the healthy scratches. So Huo and Regula would be those two guys. Hour and a half until I gotta do my Duolingo. Somebody gotta remind me before midnight. Alright, we'll fix those AHL lines after. Unless, you know what? What if we just do the off-season? Off-season tonight, season tomorrow? Season and playoffs tomorrow? That might not be a bad idea. It's already a pretty long stream. It's already getting late. Unless people really want to see the season. Or do we just keep it at the off-season and we do the lines? I'll let you think about that while I start doing the line combinations. Kevin, put him here because he's left wing, right wing. Yes. I wouldn't mind seeing the season. Says RJ. Summers, Kasparaitis, Platt on the third line. Pricing, Spencer. Icy says season. All right. Couple votes already. Clinton Spencer with Corbin Haynes. Corbin Haynes, is he going to get fourth line, full-time fourth line? He just might. Defense, Yurchek, Dupont. Douglas Hornqvist, and then 10 with Korobov, sorry. So Nicholas 10, 5'9" offensive defenseman, with Oleg Korobov, 6'1" defensive defenseman, third-round pick of ours from 2031. Okay. But if you want to see the season, you got to leave that like. If you haven't left a like already, leave that like to let me know that you're interested in seeing the rest of the season. Because right now, well, let me see. We're at 7 likes. If you want to see the season, leave a like so I know that you're awake and watching out there. All right, so there are the NHL lines to start the year at least. Power play, let's see this. Besser, it's time for a little bit of a reduced role from you, probably. No offense intended. Because on the second unit... It's time, let's put Kevin on that first unit then. Season if you have time. Thank you, James. Should we give it to Kapanen even? Offensive defensemen are rare in franchise mode around 2035. Exactly, which is why I went and got one. Besser. We put Kapanen on the first. Kapanen still got it. Down to an 86, though. Then who would center? Kasparaitis could center the second power play. That would give him some ice time. Let's go a little crazy here, yeah. So Kapanen's going to go here. Salabrini as a winger is going to go there. And then second unit power play, we're going to have Kasparaitis over here with Kevin as the finisher. Summers can go there. At the point, though, it's got to be Jiricek. Sorry, Nicholas Tan. And on the right, sorry, Frederick Platt. You're getting third-line minutes now. Brock Besser can go here. -2. That's crazy. We gotta talk to the coach about fixing Kasparaitis, especially. So we'll start that as a second unit. It might be a little weak. We could redistribute if needed. Besser, I'm swapping with Martone. And here, Tan, I'll give you the ice time. But I'm putting Besser here. How often do we even have a 4-man power play? Okay. Penalty kill. Kapanen and Spencer. Clinton Spencer. I wouldn't mind him centering the third one, actually. PK3. Corbin Haynes. 89 defensive awareness, but, I mean, this could be some ice time for him. Let's swap him. Gisela Brini should center in the second. So Kapanen Martone with Douglas Dupont, +5. Okay. Second unit, Celebrini and Haynes with Jiricek and... What's going on? Jiricek, this wasn't working for a second. Jiricek and Tan. Might be a bit weak, but I want to have Tan and Korbov together. That's the thing. Then Kasparaitis and Spencer. No, Kasparaitis, you're going to get the power play time, not the penalty kill time. But you're still strong in the penalty kill. But no, Kasparaitis, you're going to come off. And Platt with the crazy shot blocking and everything. Data, if we meet, does that mean I have to sign an NDA? I met with Mark, and he didn't have to sign an NDA. But if you're meeting myself and Desora, yeah, NDA. Absolutely. Spencer and Platt. A bit of a lower overall penalty kill this year, but it's with players who are high overall defensively. Now, Corbin Haynes, I can't do it. Are there 10 jerseys on sale in the shop yet? Yes. Go ahead and pick one up. Kevin, no. Tough call. I mean, Kasparaitis would be better than than Haynes, but Haynes needs ice time. Let's start like that and see how it performs. Kapanen, Celebrini, Spencer. Extra line, Celebrini, Kapanen, Kevin, the tan van from Sesame. Oh, there you go, the man with the tan van. Zupon's an offensive defenseman. This has to be Kasparaitis. With Martone. Sorry, hold on. And then swap with Kevin. Come on, menu. No, not the centerman, you bum! Oh my goodness. Let's go fix everything. Celebrini, Iserman. Kapanen, Martone. Kasper. Oh, actually, no. Okay, that was what it was. I take it back. 3-on-3 now. Celebrini, Iserman, Zupon. Kapanen, Martone, Jiricek. We're going to do. Then Kasparaitis and Kevin. I'll give Tan the power play time even. Sorry, the overtime, ice time. as the offensive defenseman. With Kasperitis. Dimitri Kasperitis, putting a lot of stock in him this year. Either EA doesn't notice the lag, or they have the computers from the 20th. Yeah, I don't know why we have to be the crazy ones. Alright, finally, Eisman 94-92, Celebrini 85-87, 87-87, 79-80. No, okay, so Captain comes off. Shooting... Summers has good shooting accuracy, yeah. Not a lot of power, though, that's the problem. Martone 82-85. Platt 86-85. Yeah, that's, but he has really poor puck skills. Alright, Martone will go there. Slap this menu on top of the old menu. That's exactly what they did. So 94-92, 85-87, 87-87. The wife is making me watch Love Island to go to bed. It's pretty degenerate, but she likes it. Great to catch you live, man. Have a good night. Thank you, Caleb, and thank you for the donation as well earlier on. Love Island, not for me, but hopefully it puts you to sleep. Enjoy, and we'll talk soon. I think about that double date, man. Hit me up. We'll see if it's actually a possibility. I'd be happy to. Besser will go there, and there you go. Alright, so we're ready to start the season. AHL lines. Couple scratches, nothing too crazy. Okay, that's good. I have a defenseman here. There was an episode recently where a game froze during a sim. Do you know what episode it was? No, I don't remember. I'm sorry. I wiped it from my memory. We have to sign... We have to go get a forward. Are these guys all guys that we're interested in? Who's this? Brunstrom. Jorgen Brunstrom. Offensive defenseman, but 59-21. And Lewis, 73-20. Ah, offensive defenseman, though. You never know. Brad Costy, remember drafting him. Second round pick. Hasn't really developed super well. Finnerty, Punanovs. Israel Bugstad. Offensive defenseman again. Who's going to be the one to grow? Alright, let's trade Brunstrom for a random AHL forward. Brunstrom. Almost no value, so who am I going to get, right? Anybody want him? Anybody? No. Okay, so we'll trade him to Vancouver for an AHL forward. Medium top 9. 73-22. 76-21. McInnes. Will this even go through? Not even. Okay, so let's just dump him then. We'll go sign someone in free agency. Dump him. For a 6th? Nope. For a 7th? Nope. Alright, so now you give me a 6th, I'll give you a 7th. So we upgrade a 7th to a 6th. There you go. If I didn't accept this offer, they'd have my head! Okay. AHL lines again. Fix that again. Now let me go and sign an AHL forward. Musical chairs continues. Who's this out here? Nordgren. It's all out there. Forwards. Two-way. Potential. Do we have this guy? Spencer? Griffin Spencer? No, undrafted sniper. Anyone younger than 25? Maybe even 24? Doesn't look like it, eh? Everyone's at least 24. On the clip, it was during the start of 33-34. We tried to sign Karamov. Yes, yes, yes. Now I remember. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't even want a guy with high overall. Kemp, You'll do the job. I want a guy with low overall, but high potential to see who's going to surprise us. Cade Kemp. I want you to play on the 4th line anyways. AHL lines. And there you go. Okay. So, Hrdina first line center. Breland needs the ice time, though. 74 face-offs. Hrdina, 73 face-offs. Alright, so Breland going to go first line. Hrdina on the wing. So, Hrdina, Breland, Marchman first line. Chung, Bulbrook, McBride, 76. No. So, Peacock second line, yes. Bulbrook with Goudreau as center. And Tikkanen on the wing. Peltola, medium top 6 at 20. Tikkanen, medium top 6 as well. Goudreau, Bulbrook, low elite at 20. This is tough. McBride is 22, but 76. Chung 21, medium elite. Guy Sauvé. These guys all have potential now. Should have signed a center. 67, 68, 61. Alright, Kemp, you'll go center. Defense, Pinanovs, Finnerty. We have a lot of stock in Costa. Let's get him to get a little extra ice time. Lewis even would be nice to have him there. Okay. So Lewis, Costi, Pinanovs, Finnerty, Mueller, Bugstad. Okay. Goalie's good to go. Joseph as the 7th D. Make sure Breland and Peacock and those guys are getting their ice time. Yes, good. Okay, so we're ready to start the season, ladies and gentlemen. Year number 12, the 2035-36 season is ready to get underway as we're going to try for what would be a 4th consecutive... No, what am I saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to be trying for a 6th consecutive President's Trophy and for another Stanley Cup. Okay, Sim 2 next game. The coach, what's up, coach? Blah, blah, blah. Listen up, GM Data. Yes, I hear you, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I also want to talk to Kasperitis to see if we can change his... I forget if... Goals? Can we change the line fit, or is it only later on? After the preseason? Scheme fit. Very risky, really. Huh? How's that very risky? Can you please listen to your coach? No! No, I won't! I'm sorry. I won't upset you again. Okay, let's do it. Ackerman between the pipes. First period 2-1, Kasperitis. Second period 3-2, 3-on-23. Ackerman, if you want that big payday, man, you gotta show it to us. Yzerman ties it, overtime, shootout, and we come out with the win. Keevan wins it from down 3-2. Alright, let's just get through the preseason now. (4-3) shootout win. On the road against the Blue Jackets, 6-3 win. Flyers, 4-3 win. Ackerman can't play them all, though. We gotta give Augustine, but auto-rotate's turned on, so I don't know what the problem is. Trey, Emperor, Augustine. Against the Penguins, 5-2 win. Excuse me. Devils, 6-3 win. Actually, the game already had it. Augustine. But you know what? While I'm here for fun, for 2 games, I want to put Besser... I want to swap Besser and Summers just for 1 game. Maybe 2. Just want to see how they... Could either of them score, I wonder? In that change. No, wait. No scoring. We got shut out 3-0. Great. And finally, here against the Capitals, the game will give it to Ackerman again, which is okay. We want to learn more about him anyways. 2-1. Yzerman, Summers. Okay. Then Haynes shorthanded. Yzerman, Hornqvist, Haynes. How about that? 2 goals from Haynes. All right, so the preseason comes to an end as we have a record of, it was what, 6-1-0? Hey, Matthew, welcome to the stream. 6-1-0 to end the preseason. 7 points in 7 games from Porter Martone. 7 from Thomas Hornqvist. Since when? Kapanen 6, but a -2. 6 for Juracek, 5 for Kasparaitis, 5 for Yzerman, 5 for Pricing, 5 for Summers, 5 for Celebrini, 4 for Platt, Kevin, Dupont, Besser, 3 for Tan with a +5. Nice. Douglas 3, Haynes 2, Korbov 2, Spencer with 1 assist. Okay. And the goalies, yeah, both look good. Ackerman's going to be our starter to start the year, and we'll go from there. Oh, Duo wants me to extend the streak. I will, Duo. Undefeated when we score at least 1. Love to see it. True. Okay. So, do we want to keep that change of Summers? Hey, Aiden, you read my mind. Yeah, let's keep that Summers and Besser swap just to start. Let's do a few games and see what happens. Why not? It worked for a game. So let's do it. All right, here we go for the season and home opener here at UBS Arena against one of our rivals, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Sorry, the hiccup at the wrong time. To kick off our 12th season here in the GM data era, 2035-36 starts now. Hosting the Pens, here we go. First period, hiccups again. 2-1 Islanders. Benjamin Keevan opens it up. Kirby Doc ties it, but then Frederick Platt now getting those third-line minutes. A lot of changes this year. Platt and Summers are up on the third line or in the middle 6 full-time. Korobev making his NHL debut. Ackerman full-time starter after what he did last year, winning the Vezina. Second period, 4-3. Pens, come on, Ackerman. Ackerman. Ekholm scores, Celebrini ties it, but then York and Johansson put the Penguins up. We're outshooting them 25-19, but we're down by 1, down by 2. Data 72 Hall of Fame nominee Jonathan Lekaramaki puts the Penguins up 5-3. Oh, my goodness. I have to drink some water or something. Platt with his second. It's 5-4. Power play Penguins. Down by 1 with 5 to go. Come on, boys. Final push. In front of the home fans. 5-4 loss. 41-33. We outshoot them. Ekholm goal into assist. Platt 2 goals. That's nice to see. Ackerman allowing 5. These hiccups. All right, calendar sim time. Let's do 10 games, and we'll see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, we'll go see the Panthers. We want to go see the Panthers. Hey, more hiccups. Evan Nelson, no, thank you. On the road against one of our biggest rivals, the Jets, 4-3 loss. Every time I drink water, it makes my hiccups go away. I need to drink more. I ran out of water. I took a little sip. 5-4 loss, 4-3 loss, back-to-back 1-goal losses. 5-1 win, there you go. On the road against the Rangers, 3-2 overtime win, thank you. Sorry. It's like a surprise. 2-1 win against the Red Wings. We are 3-2-0. Will we have a 4th consecutive 60-plus win season? We'll see. Here we go against the Panthers, who eliminated us last year in 6 games. They're 4-0-1 to start the year. Then they got swept in the second round by Pittsburgh. First period, hang upside down. First period, Rinzel opens it. Platt ties it. Thank you. Second period, 3-2. Summers scores to make it 2-1. But then Suzdalev and Poitras. Shots are 20-19 in our favor. We're down by 1 here in the third. Hold my breath. Okay, I'm holding my breath. Besser! 3-3. Here we go. And didn't help either. From up 4-3, we lose 6-4. Oh, my goodness. Ackerman. Ackerman, you're killing me now. 3-3 now. How's game 6? 7, 8, 9. Game 10 against the Lightning. Again, at home. 5-4 overtime win. 4-0 shutout win. Finally. There we go. and then a 4-2 win. All right, we're 6-3 now. There's a three-game win streak. We're going to do the hold breath game is going to go again. We're 2-7-1 game against the 2-7-1 Lightning. Here we go. First period. Oh, Data 72 Hall of Fame nominee Aatu Räty. We outshoot them 43-20? 43-20 again. 43-20. And we're gonna lose 4-3. Ackerman, man, you're a bum. These hiccups. Sore foot to Ken Douglas. Oh my goodness. Didn't he have a sore knee? Who had the sore knee last year in the playoffs? Okay, let's make some changes now. So, first things first, Regula's gonna come in. Tan's going there. Tan moves up in the lineup. We're 6-4 to start the year. We had like 13 losses all year last year. 6-4 to start the season. Ackerman has an 887 save percentage. What a joke. I'm going to trade Ackerman for Loktionov at 50% retained. I wonder if they would do that. Heisman, 15 points. Celebrini, 13. Martone, 11. That's great. Yurchek, Besser, Kasparaitis, all good things. Summers, 4 goals, 6 points, but -4. Kevin, -6. This team is taking your breath away. Yes, it is. Kapanen, -7. Okay, the second line's just not clicking. Slow Sim's killing us, yeah. Korbev, Haynes, 10, 1 point. Come on. And the goalies. Yeah, Augustine, we're turning off auto goalie rotate, and Augustine's going to be the starter for a little bit. I kid you not, with EA as my witness, I will trade Ackerman for Loktionov at 50% retained. Rules, yes. Are they gone now, these hiccups? Alright, Augustine is a starter for a little bit. And we're going to change up on the second line. Move Besser back up. Besser and Summers are both doing well, but the second line seems to need something to change. Alright, Augustine is there. Honestly, doesn't sound like a bad idea at this point, and it saves money, so win-win. Yeah. It's true, it would save money. Let's wait a little while longer. Let's go see Loktionov and the Bruins here at the end of the month. Okay, on the road against the Sabres. So a nice long stretch for Augustine to prove himself. 3-2 loss, nice. 4-1 win, 4-2 loss. Barely above 500 here, come on. Okay, Ken Douglas is back, that's good news. Is this a bit of a reset here? I wonder. Douglas back in. On the road against the Kraken, 4-3 shootout loss. If the Bruins shut us out, make the call. Deal. 4-3 win, 4-2 win, 4-3 overtime win. All right, there you go. 7-2 win. Let's go on the road against the Hurricanes. 8-2 win. There's the offense. 4-2 win. Here's the offense now. Here we go. 1-0 shutout win. The Bruins are 13-8-2. You know what? The slow sim's been too good. Let's sim another week. I can't risk going into this one and Loktionov shutting us out. 4-2 win. There you go. I'll go back and look at the game log, but I can't risk going into the slow sim. Trey Augustine, 927 save percentage. I love you, Trey Augustine. Let's see the box score in that one. Box score. Yzerman game-winning goal. 3 stars. Augustine, 28 saves. Kapanen, an assist. Kevin with a goal. 28 saves from Augustine. Yes, we saw. plus 3s. -1s from Martone, Yurchek, Eisman. Okay, the top guys there. Okay, and Loktionov. Igor. 30 saves on 34 shots. Comesso came in for a minute and a half, made 1 save on 1 shot. Igor Loktionov. I wonder if he's going to be as good elsewhere, though. Or if it was only that Long Island magic. Back to the calendar. Maybe we'll go see the Kings or the Sharks. Against the Canadians here. 6-5 overtime win. Okay. On the road against Dallas. 2-0 win. That's another shutout there from Augustine. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game win streak. Oh, yes, we needed that. 10 game win streak. Here against the Kings. I don't think we can stop the slow sim here. 10 game win streak. Here against the LA Kings. Neck strain. Dupont out for maybe 2 or 3 weeks here. That's tough. Dupont out for just a little bit. So that's going to allow Douglas to move up, Cannon to move up, and Regula to come in. I'm just going to fix the power play. Actually, you know what? Let's give it to Tan. Big chance for Nicholas Tan to quarterback the power play. Celebrini and Iserman. All right. Pausing there. 4-2 win, make it 11 in a row. I can't stop slow simming. I can't stop. 11 in a row. On the road against the Sharks, 3-2 overtime loss. And a 5-3 win. Still no regulation losses. On the road in Utah, 3-2 win. Let's go, Trey! Trey Augustine, are we ready to trade Ackerman yet? Hosting Ottawa, 4-3 win. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. 2-1 win. 3-2 loss. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, no, sorry, 13, 14, 15. 15, 0, and 1 over 16 games before finally losing. Wow, 16 games of not losing in regulation. Augustine, 924 save percentage. Who is this guy? Might not be worth keeping him. Yeah, Augustine's the guy. Well, the Augustine Empire has returned. Yes, triumphantly. 5-2 win. I can't risk going in to see a game, but we really want to see Loktionov. I skipped the last one. Let's go see this one. The Bruins are 17, 12, and 3 at TD Garden. First period, 2-1. Hakana, of course, and Byfield. Kapanen scores for us. Second period, 5-3. Of course, we're terrible in the slow sim. Always the slow sim. Hakana scores again. And we lose 5-4. Martone scores late. Hakana scores twice. Of course he does. I wonder where he is in the lineup. Of course we'll lose against them. On Christmas Eve, no less. Boston. They have him as second line center. Good for him, man. Good for him. He has 24 points in 33 games. Good for Kimmo Hakana. And Loktionov, yeah, not the greatest numbers. Okay. Like, if we look at extensions, actually on July 1st, we have to wait till then. Okay, let's go into the next game. Dupont, yes, he's back. Landon Dupont. And Soderblom is also on. Oh, I didn't even see that! Soderblom, our old buddy Elmer Soderblom. Oh, that's crazy. Tan, how you doing here? Teesh, 3 points. Hopefully he'll grow, though. He's only 19. He's only 19. We can't go too crazy just yet. Regula, 3 assists plus 3. Awesome. There you go. Dupont is back. Power play. Dupont. I never changed the roles of the power play. Let's see this. Distributor Dupont. But they already have the finisher at least. And the puck carrier can be Celebrini. Celebrate good times. Distributor, Juracek. Finisher, yeah, Kevin. And puck carrier can be Kasparaitis. Let's try again to see if Kasparaitis will change his scheme fit, unless he feels too disrespected by us. Kasparaitis. Hey, buddy, how are you? Scheme fit. Convincing. Okay. Power play, please. Thank you. I think they always say in the preseason. Is that what it is? Even Besser didn't have the greatest fit in the power play. Scheme fit convincing. Really? Okay, good. Power play, buddy. So now with Besser and Kasparaitis both fitting the scheme fit for the power play, it goes from negative, was it -2? To now being, if the menus will ever load, to now being 0. Okay, could take that. Who's hurting it? Summers. Okay, let's fix Summers as well then. I don't see this as cheese at all, because it doesn't make sense. The guy's he's been our coach for like a decade, and people aren't adapting to his system? Come on. Scheme fit, power play. There you go. Welcome to all 20 of you watching this live stream here on a lovely Monday evening avant la fête Saint-Jean demain, before Saint-Jean-Baptiste tomorrow. We're all having a great sunny start to your summer. Let's go back to the edit lines. If you haven't subscribed already, do so. Get notified of all of our series here on the channel. NHL Franchise Mode, MLB The Show Franchise Mode, Hockey Legacy Manager Career Mode. A ton to be excited about here on the channel. Best, you've only been here for 10 years now. Can you learn the power play? And still a 0. All right, but at least they fit better. Okay. Let's get to July 1st. Sorry, January 1st. Here against the Lightning, 4-3 loss. What's the record for the longest tenured head coach in NHL history, and can our coach beat it? No, is it 11 or 12 years? But he hasn't beaten that. Well, why can't I speak? Sogas has been here for 11 or 12 years, but I believe the record is longer than that. 4-2 win. It's now January 1st, so let's check out the possible extensions moving into next year. All expiring. So Brock Besser, bottom 6 potential now. If he stays, it's for a huge discount. How hot was it for you today? I think we had 36. I think about the same, actually. I was outside a lot. I was swimming. I was at my brother's. Yesterday I was playing tennis. Right now it feels like 34. The high of the day was 36. Yeah, there you go. Tomorrow's a high of 35, but who knows what it's going to feel like, right? Who else? Platt would need an extension. And how many dollars do we have in extension dollars? 13 million in extension dollars. Yeah, I like Platt. Do we give him 2 years now? We could probably do Platt for 2 years right now. You know, if he wants 2 years, 2 million, I'll do it right now. If not, then we'll wait till the off season. But 2 years, 2 million will be fine for Platt. 46 the humidity. Wow. Ackerman, what do you want, man? Only 1 year, 7.6, but 8 years, 13, yeah. I mean, we could always do 1 more year as an RFA. Cooper since 2013, there you go. Do we give Ackerman 1 more year? Say as an RFA and then see what happens? It would save us some money and allow us to go get a top 6 forward. Investor's gone. Hey, he's willing to take way cheaper than 7.65. So we could do Ackerman 1 year at 4.5. 2 years, yeah. So 1 year at 4.5 and stay as an RFA. Continue to prove yourself, if we even have you for this far, this long. 1 year, 4.5 is fine. Your offer is not close to what I would be willing to accept, but you say you want 7 million. Your interest for 4.5 million is almost a full bar, and then you get insulted. What a joke. And now his interest, now 9.1 million he wants. Now he wants 9.1 magically. And again, if I came all the way down, why is your interest so high? I'm gonna offer him whatever he wants for a full bar. Full bar. Wow, that's getting a bit expensive now. Full bar, like 1 year, 7.5. That might be a bit too crazy. I mean, he's a 90 overall starting goalie. He won the Vezina. All right, 1 year, 7.5 on Ackerman. The 2 million to Platt, 9.5 leaves us with 4 million. We'll figure something out if we have to. Can we go a bit lower? 7.25. Okay, 1 year, 7.25 on Ackerman. Okay, but he'll think about it. Okay, 7.25 to keep him as an RFA. He's a Vezina winning goalie. That's fine. Korobov. Could be a sneaky one, yeah, good point. 1 year, 1.8. 2 years to stay as an RFA? Or do we cheese it? We might have to cheese it just because it's EA. So he can stay in our team for a long time. But he doesn't want 8 years, that's the thing. He doesn't want 8 years. Like 5x4. I'd go 8x4. Do we add a clause in there? I mean, if we need to trade him, it's because we need to dump him. So it could be to whatever, one of those 3 teams. We 29 team no trade list is fine by me. 8x4 on Korobov might be what we have to do, just because it's the only time I'll cheese. Year 10 to 15 plus for defensemen is the only time I cheese in franchise mode. And 8x4 for a 78 overall is not bad. We're taking more of the risk here than anything. And if we need to dump him, we just easily dump him to any of those random 3 teams that are on his no trade list. Yeah. 8x4, let's see what he says. Oleg Korobov. Okay, welcome to 2036, ladies and gentlemen. 4-0 loss, cool. And Platt not interested in the 2x2. Ackerman not interested in the 1 year 7 point whatever, so we'll wait on him. Korobov is on board for the 8x4, awesome. And we'll wait on everybody, yeah, we'll wait on Ackerman and all that. We're almost at the halfway point. We'll take a pause in a moment. So that's 36, so 37, 38, 39, 40. Game 41 will be against the Rangers, and then we'll pause against the Oilers to go see what's up. Gotta get Duolingo done soon. Whoa! 10-6 loss? What? Then he gets a 6-0 shutout, so let's let him run with it. 10-6 loss, 5-4 win, 6-0 win, 6-2 win, 2-1 shootout loss, 27, 11, and 3 at the halfway point. We'll give Ackerman some more starts now. Augustine doing a lot back there. 918 save percentage. He is killing it. But Ackerman, can we trust him? Let's get Ackerman back in. Has he come in relief at all? I'm sure. Ugly numbers from the Vezina winner. Okay, Eisman leading the way in points. Where do we sit in the NHL? We sit atop the division, 2 games in hand. Data, have you been affected by the STM? No, I haven't taken the STM since I graduated from university. So it's been a few years. I mean, I've taken it maybe like once or twice a year, but like consistently, no. So it doesn't affect me really. Thankfully for me, but I know it's been tough for a lot of people. We're 4th in the NHL right now. Power play, 14.5%. Now, that's unacceptable by franchise mode standards. 14.5% has to be improved. And penalty kill, 91.5 on the penalty kill. So that's amazing. But the power play has to change. That's crazy penalty kill. That'll be our best penalty kill ever. power play. Okay, so Celebrini's going to go back to centering here. And not Summers. Hold on. Kasperitis. Summers, how you doing, man? 19 points. 2 power play points. Kasperitis, 4 power play points. Okay, Kasperitis, you're going here. Summers are coming off for Kapanen. Celebrini, you're going center. Hold on. Besser, you'll come back to the first unit. And now Besser will come off. Do we put Summers here? Yeah, we could still keep Summers on the power play, probably. Yeah. Even Haynes, I'd be tempted to give him a spot. Haynes, what you up to, man? Corbin Haynes, 5 points. Not a lot of ice time, I get it. But if he's going to ever grow... You know what? Let's give power play time to Haynes. If he's ever going to grow, here's his one and only chance at 23. Summers, you got a chance. Let's put a left-handed shot here. It's all righties. Left-handed shot, Corbin Haynes. Get out there and do your thing, man. Alright, that'll be the power play change. Now let's see the points. So 55 points from Yzerman, on pace for another 100-plus point season. We have 3 players on pace for over 100 points. Yzerman on pace for 62 goals and 110. Celebrini 53, Martone 52, Besser at 38, close to point per game. Kapanen back to his old self on pace for 70. Keevan on pace for 66, same as last year. Yurchek 28, Zupone 24, but in 33 games. Kasperitis with 20 points, very nice, on pace for 40. Summers 19, Douglas 15, on pace for over 30 points, the defensive defenseman is. Huh. Hornqvist 14, on pace for 28, which would be a career high. Sheesh. Frederick Platt on pace for 26 right now. Korobov 8 points and a +5. Pricing's on pace for 14 points. Oh, it's because he's back in a fourth line role this year, that's why. Haynes 5, Spencer 4 in his rookie season, that's all right from the grinder. 10 with 4 points in his rookie year. He's 19, it's okay. And Regula 3 assists in 11 games. Goaltending, Augustine 22, 7 and 3 with 4 shutouts. 918 save percentage, 2.53 goals against average. Look at this guy in his career, 3 wins shy of 200, trying to set some franchise records soon. Ackerman 5 and 6, 883 save percentage, 3.21 goals against average. Come on now. All right, so into the second half of the season we go now. And Ackerman will be starting the next few little stretch. Let's go over here. Okay, here we go. At home against the Oilers, 3-2 win. Welcome back to Jesper. On the road against the Panthers, they have his number. They're 19, 19, and 4, the Panthers are. We shut them out 4-0. Ackerman, welcome back, man. Utah fires their head coach, Alex Cassian. Hosting the Capitals 5-4 win, then a 6-4 win. Allowing 4, but we score more. Hosting the Kraken, 5-0 shutout victory, then a 3-2 loss against Loktionov, of course. 6-3 win. Keep it up, Ackerman. All-star break now. Keep it up. I forgot to see what was our pace at the halfway point. We're on pace for close to 60, was it? What were we on pace for? We were on pace for... Hold on, Peacock's back. Give me a second. We were on pace for... We were 27, 11, 3, so we were on pace for 54, 22, and 6. 54, 22, and 6 was our pace. Where is... Why is Peacock there? Actually, hold on. As I say, change in all lines. Have a defenseman here. A defenseman at center, and the chemistry is still good. Yeah, that's nice. Change in all lines. And then on defense, Mueller comes back, changing all lines. There you go. Hey, but then it puts him everywhere. Okay. Peacock plays everywhere. Until that guy comes back from injury. Okay. Breland looking good. Herdina looking good. Chung getting his ice time, I hope. Yeah. And in the AHL, I actually have to rotate the goalies. They're both 78, 77. Yeah, let's give Palin some time. Julius Palin. Alright, 3 shutouts now from Ackerman. Okay. That was a 2-0 win against the Ducks, that's why, yeah. There you go, Punovs is healthy, exactly what we wanted. But now he's on 2 different pairings. Oh my goodness. Okay, so just best lines, forget it. What that? Herdina, Breland, Marchment. Herdina, Breland, Marchment. What did I have? Chung, Peacock, McBride, Tukkanen, Peltola, Kemp, Sauve, Bulbrick, Gaudreau. There you go. On defense, Costi was up here with Lewis. And is there an injury to anybody? No, Gene Joseph is the healthy scratch. Great. Palin goes there, and we survive. Move McBride down. Hold on a second. McBride, 76-22. 7 goals, 21 assists. For who? Tukkanen? 74-20, medium top 6. Yeah, I could see that. Okay. We'll swap Tukkanen and McBride. Gives the +1/+1. Okay. All-Star break. Everybody enjoy. Take time off with the family. And we're back to it. So let's give 4 more games to Ackerman before we reevaluate again against Columbus, maybe. Hosting the Rangers, 4-2 win. Hosting the very strong San Jose Sharks, head coach replace, 4-2 loss. On the road against Ottawa, they're just above 500. We beat them 3-1. They're back to 500. 3-1 win. All right, let's keep on going towards the deadline then. Why not? Columbus, 3-1 win. Palin back to health in Bridgeport. Very good. Defense. Wait, what was his position, this guy? Oh, the goalie. What am I saying? He's the goalie. So Palin can go back here. Did Menard play at all? Yeah, 2 games. And he looked good, Leonardo. Too bad there's no room for him. And the game's going to not show me anything until we get there, right? Okay, pause. AHL, 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 AHL. We're 30-17-4 in the AHL. 4-0 shutout win and a 4-2 loss. Crazy. Ackerman back to his old self. That's what we like. Well, actually, if Ackerman's back to doing well, 5-2 win, let's just turn auto goalie rotate back on then. So that Augustine will still get a few starts. There's win number 40, by the way. Ackerman had a .915 save percentage and 2.39 goals against average. So that little time on the bench shook him up. That's exactly what we wanted to do. That's what the benching was for. Auto rotate. And there you go. Another week. On the road in Columbus, 5-4 win. On the road in Detroit coming up next, then hosting the Devils, then the trade deadline. Hornqvist, fractured left elbow just before the deadline. Great. Fractured left elbow, out until April 2nd. So it's not the end of the world. It's only about a month, actually, for a fractured elbow. It's only a month. So we could survive without having to make a big trade. We just bump up 10. Or Korbov is up to a 79 now. He's a plus... Oh, that was a plus 40. All right, Korbov goes up. And Regula comes in. Until the trade deadline, at least. 5-2 loss, 3-2 win. All right, we are 42, 15, and 3. Should we make a change here, or to acquire a defenseman? Maybe pick up a rental D-man anyways? Yeah, maybe someone better than Regula. Could be. Just a quick little peek at the points here. Yzerman at 77 points in 60 games. Celebrini 70, Martone 65, and Besser 64. He's been tearing it up. He wants another point per game plus season at the age of 39. 83 overall, no problem. Nice. The offense has been coming along nicely. Kasperitis 30 and 60. Good. Hornfist was doing well. 17 points and a plus 19. Combined 8 shutouts between the two goalies. Yeah, it depends on who's out there. I'm not going to force a trade, but if there's someone on the block who's interesting, we could think about that. A right defenseman on the block. Zegras on the block. There he is. All right, skaters matching the block. I want guys who are at least, I don't know, 80 overall, not making $4 million like Sean Dursey. Boston, nobody. Buffalo, nobody. Calgary. Korchinski, who would come here, but 3 years left, no. Zane Parik. Negative 19. 81 shot blocking, 82 stick checking. 5-star puck skills, yes, but no, not going to do that. Justin Barron for $7.8 million. Negative 36 this year. No, thank you. Kokkonen, no. Gavin, perfect. We won't need any. We're not going to take any forwards, that's for sure. Nick, 2 years left. Guliev. Mikhail Guliev. But the Panthers are a good team, right? No, they're sellers now. That's why they fell off. So Guliev could be interesting. San Francisco Starfleet legend in our live stream series on NHL 24. Guliev 32 points, negative 14, playing big minutes on a bad team. Interesting. Keep that in mind. Austin Matthews on the trade block, and he would be open to coming to Long Island. But why would the Kings do that? They're 36, 25, and 2. That's crazy. Bonk. Oliver Blanc plays 16 minutes a night now. Montreal, Nashville, New Jersey. Rangers, Senators. Here at the trade deadline. Check out the trade blocks around the league. Penguins, Sharks, Kraken. Matthew Schaefer, but 3 years left on his deal. And this universe was a 29th overall pick. Wallinder. St. Louis, Tampa, Rasmus Sandin, good old Rasmus Sandin. What did he do without us in Tampa? Still thriving. Guliev could be the guy. Hey, happy Saint Jean-Baptiste à mon ami, Data 782. Merci beaucoup, Marc. À toi et vos amis aussi. Sports lover, welcome to the stream. We are at the trade deadline of the 2035-36 season. Washington, no. So if we're going to do anything, Kyrou. No, if we're going to do anything, it's going to be Florida. If we do anything, it's Guliev. Is Sandin our depth? I'm new to NHL 25. Got any tips? A ton. What do you think? Are you talking about the game, like gameplay, franchise mode? What are you talking about? Or do we go out and bring back Rasmus Sandin? But they're a winning team. They're buyers. No, let them be. How much cap space do we even have? Yeah, barely anything. We can't take $5 million. Who are we kidding? Gameplay? Honestly, I'm not a big game player. I've been just too jaded by the game itself. Cross crease it up and enjoy your life. So I can't say I'm a big fan of the gameplay. Anything in particular? That's maybe I'm sure there's people in the chat who could help you. 3.355 million. Like for example, with the draft pick. Okay, the game would let us do it. I don't know why. So what can we trade here for Guliev to be full timer for a little bit, then 7th D after? Do we trade a prospect or perhaps just a draft pick? Schumacher growing nicely. Very good. Jorgensen, 56-20. Par Jorgensen. Would Jorgensen even get somewhat close? Matter of blocks. Huh. Should we give Jorgensen 56-20? 56 overall, 20 years old, former 4th round pick. Also have to keep in mind the cap once Hornqvist is off his L. I don't think that's what it is, though. I don't think the game factors that in. Cap is paid over time. Yeah, that's what it is. It's paid over time. It's how much of the contract is left that count towards the cap. Yes, that's what it is. So do we trade Jorgensen in a pick or just a pick? Jorgensen in a 5th, maybe? I would start with the 6th, but... Or just the pick straight up, like a 2nd for Guliev or Jorgensen in a 2nd. It's prorated, yeah. HLM shows us, EA doesn't, so prorated. Jorgensen and a 6th. What do you say to this? Trade accepted. Bang! Let's go. Thank you very much, Florida. So Guliev will have a chance to be a full-timer, and then we go from there. Welcome back to the fold, Mikhail Guliev. Data 782 channel favorite, we can say, in the Starfleet series. Regulo is good. He's solid. But having an 82 is nice. With the 5-star puck skills, that's nice. So he'll play 2nd pair with Douglas. And we'll see when Hornqvist comes back. Alright, trade deadline time. We'll sim through it. That was the only deal we had to make. Thank you, Jorgensen, for your organization, your service in Europe, the organization. Now you're off to Florida. You'll enjoy life there. First game with Guliev against the 38-20-4 Capitals. 4-3 loss. Okay, now we also wanted to see trades around the league. Activity feed. Activity feed. There's our trade. Players we don't really know. Matthew Schaefer to Edmonton. David Reinbacher to Tampa. Zane Park to Chicago. Oh, is there? Good to know. Braden Quinville just got drafted by Utah. Traded to Winnipeg. Unger Storm to Detroit. Yeah, I think you're right. There is a REM salary thing somewhere. All right, here we go. It's the 40-18-3 Buffalo Sabres. Sheesh. I'm going to do my Duolingo. I'm going to go ahead and let the game run while I do my Duolingo. Here we go. I'll let it run. All right, first period coming to a close. 4-1 thanks to Kasparidis, Jiricek, Besser, and Pricing. Shots 12-10 in our favor. We lead by 3, 4-1 moving into the second period as I continue my Duolingo here onto the side. Thank you for excusing me. Yes, Quinville, who was a former first-round pick, got traded for a Curie and a 3rd. Exactly. The trade value just has no equivalencies. Drafted as a first-round pick, a week later traded for a 3rd. Five minutes to go. Power play. Finishing off the Duolingo. 4-2 win the final. Shots end 38-31. Good stuff from Ackerman. 29 saves for first star honors. Spencer, our 4th line grinder in his rookie season, gets 2 assists for the 2nd star. And Besser with a goal as well. Okay. Let's hit the counter. How's the power play, by the way? 17.4. It's gotten better. Ponytail still super strong at 90.3. Alright, I'm done the lesson. Let's advance a couple weeks. Even more, towards the end of the month. Hey, that's my 500th day! I didn't even realize! It's a 500-day streak on Duolingo. Wow! Drop your $500 donations in the chat. No, just kidding. 5-2 loss, 4-3 overtime win, 3-2 overtime win. Maple Leafs fire their head coach. Well, let me just take a screenshot of this. 500 days. Boom. Sono Italiano. There's only 3 top 10 picks from 2019 of the original season. Any guesses? That's worthy of some milk. Thank you very much. Top 10 picks from the 2019 draft were still with their original team. Well, hard to remember what that class is from between Duolingo and the game going on. I'll let people in the chat take some guesses before I do. There you go. Next goal, 575 or 225 gems. Yeah, give me those gems. All right, 500 days of Italian. Boom. Picks 1, 5, and 6 in his 2016 draft. Hughes, Turcotte, great call. So was that Jack Hughes' draft? No. That wasn't Jack Hughes' draft, was it? Anyways, 7-2 loss. 5-4 win, okay. 5-2 loss. Couple games against the Canadiens coming up. Hornqvist will be back in about a week and a half. 4-1 win. 9-1 win. Sheesh. 7-2 win. Keep it rolling. High-scoring affairs. 5-1 win. There's win number 50 with like 8 games to go or something. 6-5 shootout loss. Jack Hughes, Alex Turcotte, and someone else. So Turcotte was 5, right? Who was 6 in that draft? I have to really think. And I can't do that right now. Keep it rolling. Hornqvist is back. All right, how did Guliev do as an Islander? Does he become 13th? 6 was a shocker. Detroit. Oh, that's... Oh, wasn't... No, that was... Zadina was not that. Zadina at 6 was a different year, though. Zadina at 6 was the Kakanyemi year. Shocker at the time. Oh, it was Moritz Seider, no? Shocker at the time, right. Yeah. It was Moritz Seider. That was the 20... That was that draft? Man. Anyways, Guliev. As an Islander, 8 points in 14 games and an even plus-minus. Hey, good stuff. I don't think I can take out Korobov or 10, though, can I? 10. Almost I'd take off 10. But he needs that ice time to grow. Do we send him down? No. What do we do here? Because for sure Hornqvist comes back to play with Douglas. But does Guliev stay as 7th D, or does he replace Korobov or 10 on the 3rd pair now? I could see maybe giving it to 10, taking out 10. Well, I get a sip of water. Let me know your thoughts. Send down 10, says Gen Z. I don't want to send down, because if there's an injury, he's the guy. But yeah, no guarantee that there would be an injury. I'd keep 10 until the playoffs and then put Guliev in then. Huh, good call. I was hoping these guys need growth too, though, in the AHL. We'd be taking out one of these guys' spots from getting their growth. More seasoning for 10. This was his rookie season. He's played 74 games already. Do we send him down after 74 games? I'm going to say Guliev replaces 10, but we won't send him down just yet. At 74 games played. So 4-1 win, 4-2 win, 6-2 win. Top pair in the A for the playoffs. Let's see how Guliev does for 1 week, okay? 1 week, and then we'll see. How does Guliev do in that spot? We'll go to his game logs. 6-2 win. Hosting Dallas. On the road against a little Pennsylvania swing. 3-1 win and 2-1 loss. 55, 20, and 4. We won't hit 60 wins, but it's a strong year. We've clinched the playoffs, and now we're fighting with the Penguins. Oh, and they beat us. We should have gone to see that game. Fighting with the Penguins for the division title. Strong Metropolitan. How did Guliev do in those 3 games? Guliev, sorry, game logs. 3 assists in 3 games. It's hard to say no. All right, 10. We'll call you back up ASAP. But let's give you some AHL playoffs for you. Oh, you go back to the CHL. Oh, that's why. Okay, so 10 has to say scratched. We'd be sending him down to the juniors. Because he came from the OHL. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll keep 10 scratched then. That solves that. But Guliev stays in. Phew, love me some Mikhail Guliev right now. Okay, let's go just the last game. Okay, on the road against the Capitals. So slow, is what you said. Broken nose down in Bridgeport. Head coach replace. Let's go. Capitals. 4-1 win. Thank you. Flyers 3-2 overtime loss. Last game of the season now. We are 56-20-5. Great season it turned out to be, from being like 7-6-1 at one point to now going 56-20-5. Last game of the year against the Blue Jackets. First period, 3-0. Martin Guliev shorthanded and Yurchek. Second period, 4-3. Yeah, I was thinking that too, actually, Gen Z. Guliev could be here for next year. Schulz, Hughes, and Schulz again score. Besser gets 1 for us. We're up 4-3, being outshot 24-20. We're up by 1. 4-3 Isles. If he's cheap, I agree. Yeah, Schulz power play goal. Ackerman falling apart here. Thank you, Spencer. 4th line grinder, the rookie. Wear the bubble, Butte. Come on, I've never broken my nose. I have to imagine it'd be tough to breathe. Yeah. Let's put the bubble on. Let's see what his extension ask would be. Could Spencer, the 4th line grinder, have the game winner? Yes, he does. Spencer wins it for us in game 82. We get outshot 32-30, but win 5-4. Hat-trick Schulz, 3 assists Johnson, 23 saves from Swayman, but we win 5-4. Everyone played game 82? Yes, they did. So 57-20-5 is our... So yeah, we end with the same... No, we were on pace to go 54, to win 54. We ended with a better second half. Oh, wow, that's crazy, James. Sorry. Okay. Points we'll see quickly. Yzerman, there he is. Okay, so we don't win the division, nor do we win the league, obviously. Hey, good evening, Mr. Brian Michaelak. Let's go ahead and put this in the Excel sheet. So, 57-20-5, but because the Penguins were above us, we don't win the Metropolitan, the East, or the President's Trophy for the first time in like 6 years. Breaking our streak. Wow. All right, so they're just ahead of us. We scored more goals and we allowed less goals as well. 3.8 goals per game. We're second in the league. 2.61 goals against. Best in the league. Power play, at one point it was 14.5. It ends 19.6. Very good. I will gladly take 19.6. 50 wins, we win the cup. So hey, that's it. Exactly. We don't want the President's Trophy. Penguins were shootout merchants. I guess so, with how we had more goals for and less goals against. 19.6% on the power play. And the penalty kill, this in the 90s, 89%. That is by far our highest power play percentage yet. Our highest previously was 86.9% in year 9. We just put up an 89% season, best in the NHL, and the best through our 12 years so far. Wow, that is something. 29-10-2 at home, 28-10-3 on the road, 7-1-2 in our last 10 to end the year, and there you go. All right, points now. Cole Yzerman, a 3rd consecutive 100-plus point season, 52 goals and 51 assists from the new $15 million man. Wow, that is awesome to see him growing so well. 5 consecutive seasons of 92-plus points. Yeah, great season so far. Absolutely. The $15 million man with the heart, the Ted Lindsay, the Art Ross, the Lady Bing, and 3 Stanley Cups. Eisman with 6 penalty minutes. Could it be another Lady Byng? Celebrini, back-to-back 100-plus point seasons for the first 2 of his career. Career high in goals. No, second highest with 35. But a career high, excuse me. Second highest in goals and second highest in points at 35 goals and 101 points from Macklin Celebrini. Porter Martone, 88 points, better than last year from 76. Brock Besser, at the age of 39, you thought this was going to be a down year for him? Nope, higher than last year. 1 more goal and 12 more assists to go from 75 to 88 points. Brock Besser has 1,345 points. Just let that sink into your head for a second. Oliver Kapanen scores 71 in the end. Good, bounce back from him as well from last year. Down to an 85 overall. It's crazy. He has top 9 potential. That's why it's good that we could trade him. Not next year. We don't want to. But if we need to trade him in year 3 of that contract and a couple of years from now, that is good to know. Keevan scores 68 points. Is that a career high from Keevan? The Belchet's replacement? No, 1 point below. Besser making his Hall of Fame case. Yes, not just Data 72 Hall of Fame. Yurchek 59 and a plus 49. Yeah, so consistent year in and year out. That's a career high, actually, for Yurchek, too. Nice. A plus 398 now. Past 1,000 games played. Dupont 57 and a plus 52 in 74. Guliev in the end, as an Islander, scores 14 points and is a plus 7 in 22 games. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. Kasparaitis, 20 goals and 42 points in his sophomore year. That's very nice. Brock Summers, 37 points in his sophomore year. Haynes, wow, Corbin Haynes, 22 points playing just 10-20 of ice time. 5 power play points. Ralph Pricing, 21 points, makes sense. Platt, 21 points in his sophomore year. Douglas, 21 points and a plus 35. Hornquist, 18 points and a plus 22 in 67 games. Spencer in his rookie year, 15 points and a plus 7 for the fourth-line grinder who we just drafted in the first round of 2035. That's it, exactly. Korobov, 12 points and a plus 10 in his rookie season, growing from a 77 to a 79. 11 points in 74 games in his rookie year as a 19... Sorry, no. His sophomore year. His rookie year is with the Kings. And Regula, 3 points in 12 games. Goaltending in the end, Ackerman and Augustine did a pretty even split. 31, 12, and 1 was Ackerman's record with 4 shutouts, while Augustine went 26, 11, and 4 with also 4 shutouts. Ackerman, 908 save percentage, 2.58 goals against, and Augustine, 915 save percentage, 2.56 goals against average. Looking at the league totals now in 2036, let's see it. Connor Bedard wins the Art Ross with 122 points, and the Rocket with 67 goals. Emperor for the playoffs, perhaps? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe, huh? Bedard, Telkvist, Fonderk, Cole Caulfield, who now is, 35? Okay. Wyatt Johnston, William Eklund, Macklin Celebrini. Defenseman scoring, Cale Makar, 31, Boomsien, 71. Yurchek, 59 down there. Dupont, that injury held him back a little bit, so it won't be back-to-back Norris trophies. But even though it was only 8 games that he missed. And for the goalies, Shilov's 44 wins and 82 overall. Yeah, that's good. Who's this? Sebastian Peterman. Okay. Let's look. Minimum 40 games played. Best save percentage. Augustine's second best save percentage in the NHL of goalies who played at least 40 games. Loktionov ends 33, 13, and 2. 1 shutout, 915 save percentage, 2.73 goals against average. Love it. Goals against average. Augustine also second. And then Ackerman third. Interesting to note. And then finally, the rookie skaters. Rookie skaters, Max Yair, 57 points. Daniel Sedin, who's this? Ola Sedin. Baldwin, Pickard, Matthias Forsstrom? That is Matthias Forsstrom from our Penguin series. Data 72 Hall of Fame nominee, Matthias Forsstrom. Just a different person in this universe. Is that Valery Chubasov? Vyacheslav? We had Malkin, right? Didn't we have... what was his name again? Nikita Malkin? No, we never had Nikita Malkin. McMuffin is there. Anything else we want to see? Best plus minus, 57 for Byfield. Dupont up there at 52. Penalty minutes, Demetrius Moran with 181. 80 discipline, though. Ethan Belchetz, well, 61 points and 91 penalty minutes. Ethan Belchetz, how's he been doing in Calgary? Yeah, he's been doing okay. Career year, 61 points, negative 23, though. How about the fights? 8 fights from Belchetz, 27 from Demetrius Moran. Finally, what else did I want to see? We looked at penalty minutes, we looked at plus minus. Puck route, I think at 57 each. I think that's it. Okay. And AHL, just quickly AHL scoring. Looks like it's been a good year down in Bridgeport. Peacock, 53 and 63. He was a 73, right? He's going to a 76 now. Boris Breland, the future of our center core, 50 points from the 78 overall. Goalie goal? Sure, we'll check that. Herdina, Marchment, McBride, everybody, blah, blah, blah. And the goalies, Zykov, Palin. Palin looks really good. 15, 2, and 6 with 2 shutouts. Went the wrong way. That's okay. Yes, extension asks before the playoffs. Yes, we will do that. Goalies. Any goalie goals this year? No, I'm still yet to see one, I think. All right. How long are we at over here? We're at 2 hours 44. Sheesh. Contracts. All expiring. All right, so Brock Besser, we know we're going to wait on him because he'll continue to regress, but he currently would be wanting 2 years at 6.6. Huh. Guliev to stick around probably wants like 6.8. 9 million, 5 by 9. Yeah, so Guliev, we cannot keep you. I'm sorry. Wow. And Ackerman wants 1 year, 10 million. Yeah, this is not going to be easy. And that's with Besser leaving, even. So, all that to say, we're ready for the 2036 year number 12 postseason, ladies and gentlemen, where in round 1, we will be facing is it the Capitals? Yes, the 49, 28, and 5 Washington Capitals. Oh boy, the Caps. Have we faced them before? Yeah, for sure we haven't won them, so... actually, no, we have never faced the Capitals. How about that? So, year 12 is the first time we faced them as Metropolitan Division rivals. The Washington Capitals. Let's check it out. So, their first line, Alexis Lafrenière, Ryan Leonard, and Peter Surovi. Data, do your duo. Thank you, Mackenzie. Actually, I already just did it about maybe 20 minutes ago. If you haven't already, I had to go for a bit. No problem. Thank you. I did do it. And it was my 500th day, Mackenzie. Let's go. So Lafrenière on that first line. 80 points on the year. Ryan Leonard, I see 85? Yes. And Peter Surovi, 66. Second line, Jet Luchenko, Maxim Gogolev. Okay. And Dmitry Voronkov. Third line, Dvorsky, Boldzuk, and James Baldwin. Fourth line, Alvin Lopez, Philip Bystedt, and Aidan O'Donnell. Defense, Oscar Bengston. 6th overall pick in 2031. Okay. With Brant Clark, who's a 91 overall, who had 64 points this year. Second pair, Braden Schneider and Kari Houtinen. Third pair, Justin Cyphers, and former Islander, Bernard Gervais-Chouinard. Goaltending, it's Michael Harabel, one of the best goalies in the league. Great. So we face one of the best goalies, backed up by that guy Eaton. Yeah, this is not going to be an easy matchup, but we've lost in the first round 2 of the last 3 years. We cannot let that happen again. Goals for, we're 2nd, they're 15th. Goals against, we're 1st, they're 16th. Power play, we're 6th, they're 23rd. Penalty kill, we're 1st, they're 25th. Come on now. Aiden, I have to get up at 5 a.m. Mountain Time to drive 5 hours for vacation, but I've made it this far. I can't stop now. I'm committed. Let's go, Aiden. I'm up as well tomorrow. Let's go. We got it. We're all committed here. It's almost midnight Eastern. We are committed. Game 1, round 1. I'll keep from dragging things out. Do we... Oh, I didn't mean to talk to the head coach. Do I talk to him? Playoff. Let's see what he has to say. Our opponent with the Washington. Okay. Let's make sure at 5v5. Focus more on getting offensive zone opportunities potentially at the coaches with an offensive question. Okay, whatever. How do they get 103 points with mediocre team scan? I don't know. Early rise, but at least it's vacation. There you go. What are some of the plans there, Aiden? I wanted to see. So Harabel. I think we're gonna go Augustine. Yes, for game 1. Game 1 Augustine, and we'll go from there. For the slow sim, at least. So game 1, round 1, the tried and true Trey Augustine is getting the crease here at UBS Arena against the Capitals as we try to make our journey back for another Stanley Cup for what would be, let me just pause it here for a second, for what would be, if we could win, it would be our 4th Stanley Cup and our 4th in, this is year 12, our 4th in 1, so in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 cups in 8 years is what we're trying to get to tonight. All right? Game 1, round 1, first period, 1-1. Dvorsky opens it up on the power play, but then Brock Summers, that is first career playoff goal. 16 seconds left in the first and ties it at 1. Second period, 3-1 Isles, Besser and Frederick Platt. Is that also his first playoff goal? Shots now almost double, 29-15 in our favor, and we lead by 2. 3-1 Isles. Power play here early in the third period killed off. Final few minutes, well, final half. Hold on, Alexei Lafreniere gives the Caps some life, but Guliev answers right back his first playoff goal as an Islander. Platt makes it 5-2. Call it a night. 6-3 the final. Bystad gets one back, but the Islanders win 6-3. Slow sim machine. We love Frederick Platt. A goal and 2 assists for Guliev. Welcome to Long Island, man. His first playoff game as an Islander, and he has a 3-point night. Platt 2 goals, Summers a goal and an assist. Islanders win 5-3. Whew. Retweet, baby. Going to Glacier National Park. Never been before. Heard they were getting a lot of snow also. No kidding. Spending 5 days there. And then on to Banff in Alberta. It's a 3-week vacation, and Glacier's spot 2 of 4. Wonderful. Man, wishing you all the very, very, very best, my friend. Hope that is relaxing and just beautiful in nature. Looking at God's beautiful creation. That is just wonderful. All right, let's get to... Do we keep Augustine? Yeah, I think we keep Augustine. The ice is a little bit thin, but we'll keep Augustine. Where was I going? What did I want to see? Guliev. Does he have any awards? Has he ever won the Cup or anything? Yes, he's a 2-time Stanley Cup winner, actually. With Florida? They won 2 Cups? Really? Or at least one with Florida, one with Colorado, is that? So he's already won 2 Cups. So he brings a lot of veteran presence to the table. He's a 2-time Stanley Cup champion. Okay. All right, here we go. Game 2. Still, of course, here at home. First period, 1-0, Porter Martone. Second period, 2-2. Leonard on the power play, then Voronkov makes it 2-1 before Ralph Pricing. He loves the playoffs, ties it. The shots are 32-20. And we're tied at 2. Thank you, Brock Besser scoring as the Capitals' power play expires. 5 minutes into the third, and we lead by 1. Power play Isles. Oliver Kapanen puts us up by 2. Thank you very much. From down by 1, now we have scored 3 unanswered. Deadline pickup, one of the better deadline pickups of all time. Yes. Hopefully it continues, though. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Ackerman is in. Yes, auto-rotate. But you know what? It was meant to be then. 2 on 30. 45-30, the shots end in this one. Ackerman, auto-goalie rotate was turned on. He makes 28 saves. It was meant to be. Besser and Martone score a goal apiece, and Ackerman will continue as starter. For now. Brock Summers, strained hamstring. Not out for long. But just a little bit. So this is where, you know what, Pricing will come up. Pricing loves the playoffs. And then William Huo, another guy who loves the playoffs, will come in on the 4th line. Okay. So we outscore the Capitals 9-5 through those first 2 games. AHL season is over. We end 40, 25, and 7. Bad stretch in the final 10. We're facing the Flyers farm team. You quite well agree with leaving him in for now. Yeah, we'll do that, Sam. Here we go for game 3 of round 1. Up 2 games to none over the Capitals. First period, 2-1 Isles. Lafreniere opens it up, but then Besser and Celebrini get it going. Second period, 4-1 Martone and Keevan on the power play. 2-goal lead. Let's get a 5th and put it to bed. Thank you. Call it a night. Woo! 5-4 the final. I pressed Sim and they score 3 goals in the last 12 minutes, including one in the final minute. But we hang on for the victory thanks to Cole Eiserman's power play goal, which ends up being the game winner as the shots end 39-30 and we win 5-4. Sheesh, that was a bit too close for comfort, but we'll take the win. Ackerman, man, you got one more. You know what? We're possibly, let me rephrase. We have a game to lose if we had to. Call it a night, 6-5 loss. We have a game to lose if we have to. If we lose, then we can go Augustine. But I'm going to keep Ackerman in for game 5 as we have a chance to, game 4 as we have a chance to sweep it. First period, 1-0 Martone on the power play. Second period, 3-1. O'Donnell scores, but then Besser and Kapanen on the power play again give us a 2-goal lead. Shots 26-20 as we lead 3-1. I won't sim the third period this time. 3-1 Islanders. Capitals power play. Extended chance for the Caps here in the third. Nothing coming for them. Power play Caps again. We kill it all off. That is huge to maintain the 2-goal lead. 5 minutes to go. Will it be a sweep? And yes, it will be, as the Islanders are off to round 2. The power play is on a roll. Yes, outshooting the Caps 40-29 as we win 3-1 to sweep the series. Ackerman makes 28 saves. Kapanen a goal and an assist. Besser a goal. And we win in 4. Hrabal was going to scare me for a little bit, but no, get out the brooms. We sweep the Caps. We have very few sweeps. Let me see this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was only our 5th sweep in our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 5 of our 21 playoff series wins have been by a sweep. So less than 20%. Or less than 25%, sorry. A little less than 25%. Still, when you think of it like that, it feels like it's more. 5 out of 21 series wins have been via a sweep. Now let's check out the points there. Better than last year already. Yeah, exactly. 5 points in 4 games from Oliver Kapanen, as well as Celebrini and Guliev. Besser, 4 goals in 4 games. Yzerman, Keevan, Zupon, all with 4 points. Martone, Yurchek, both with 3. Platt, Summers, Pricing, Kasparaitis with 2. Same for Haynes, actually. Douglas, Spencer, Korobov with 1. Huo, Hornqvist with nothing. As Ackerman goes 3-0 with a .921 save percentage and 2.33 goals against average. Augustine in his 1 game wasn't great, 3-on-24. Especially considering the changes from 2 years ago to now. Yes. Very proud of this team and the efforts of the AGMs especially to help me to do what we've been doing. Brock Summers is back. Very good. We've passed midnight now. Bonne Saint-Jean à tout le monde. Au tout le monde. À tout le monde, au tout le monde. Summers. There you go. Brock Summers. 4th round pick. Could he get some growth and actually be something? I wonder. All right, we have some nice rest now, as we'll get ready to face, let's see, in round number 2. And now the coach wants to talk. What's up? The team executed our game plan, and we've successfully advanced past this round. Yeah, thanks. As if I didn't know. Let's do the same thing this next round. 5v5. Maybe that's our magic trick. The Pittsburgh Penguins. What? The 2 best teams in the NHL face off in the second round. The Penguins. We have faced them. We've never even faced the Penguins. How have we gone 11 years? 11 years and 9 postseasons without ever facing the Capitals or the Penguins. It was always the Devils and the Blue Jackets. Happens to us every year where it's the second best team. The top two teams are always going at it. Oh my goodness, the Pittsburgh Penguins. We gotta stand. If we can beat them, then we can at least feel confident, but okay, so they beat the Devils in 6. There you go. Here we go. So the lines here in Pittsburgh for 2036. Let's see who's out here. First line, Kim Ekholm, Gabriel Velarde, 84 overall, and Jonathan Lekkerimäki, who has only 1 goal and 3 points, but on the year, 83 points. Gabe Velarde is 36, first line center, 84 overall, but he scores 80 points, and they have 58 wins, win the President's Trophy. Their average overall is like 85. How is this happening? How do these guys even do so well? Jacob Pelletier, Kirby Dach, and Brandon Gamble on the second line. Branson Nygaard, Morgan Frost, and Dylan Holloway on the third. Ryan McLeod, Guy Desjardins, and Emile Hemming on the fourth line. Defense, Tanner Molendyk, Jérémy Poirier, Lucas Moore, Cam York, Mike Shelley, Anton Johansson. So their defensemen are all between 79 and 82, and their forwards between 78 and 85, minus 2 who are 87 and 88. Must be coached by Sid or something. Who's the goalie here? Joel Blomqvist, Data 72 channel legend. Stats weren't anything crazy. Backed up by Annunen. Any injuries? Not even. How is this team winning 58 games? Let's go, gentlemen. Let's go. We know we can do this. We know we can do this. This is the team that knocks us out. They have EHEs written all over them. Here we go. Do not go gentle. Positive thoughts. Game 1, round 2 against the Penguins. Here we go. The first time facing off in, like, who knows, 15 years. First period, 2-2, game to start. Platt and Kapanen shorthanded to open it up. Then Pelletier and Poirier on Ackerman to tie it. Second period, 3-2 Pens. Lekkerimäki puts them ahead. 3 goals on 18 shots. We're down by 1 here in the third period. Kirby Dach. They have 4 on 21. We have 2 on 37. That's it. EHGs, here we go. All Penguins power plays, extended power plays. And there you go. Shots end 45-30. 45-30. Blomqvist makes 43 saves. Do we keep Ackerman in after game 1? I think we keep him in after game 1. His save percentage went from 921 to 907. I need to see a good performance at PPG Paints Arena here on the road. 45 shots. We can't get anything. All right, here we go. EHGs. We're not done yet, Sam. Game 2. First period, 2-1 Pens. Cam York. Keevan ties it, then Ekholm. 2 on 8 on Ackerman. Second period, still 2-1. We're outshooting them 30-18. But 82 overall, Blomqvist is going to just close it out. Dupont ties this game. Thank you. 2-2. All the power plays going to Pittsburgh. But thank you, Brock Summers, 3-2 Isles. Also, NHL 26 needs to bring us a data franchise mode where it's only French names. Bring back the Nordiques. 4-2 Macklin Celebrini, let's go. From down 2-1, we score 3 unanswered, and we're up 4-2. Brock Summers, Brock Besser. I'm just saying the Brocks. But no, it's Dupont, Summers, and Celebrini as we outshoot the Penguins 40-37 and win 4-2. Ackerman allows 2 on 8, but then closes it out, ends up with 2 on 37. Celebrini, goal and assist. Yzerman, 2 assists. 1-1 series and a best of 5. Headed back home for the first time in a while, not home favorites at UBS Arena. Finally, the wall's been broken. Let's keep it up. It's a best of 5. Game 3 in New York. First period, 1-0 Porter Martone. Second, shots are tripled, 18-6. Now they're 30-17. Thank you, 2-0 Kasparaitis. Is that his first playoff goal? Then Keevan makes it 3. Then Gulyev makes it 4. And then Celebrini makes it 5. 4 goals in like 5 minutes, and it's 5-0 Isles. 6, Spencer's first career playoff goal. The touchdown is good. 6-0 for the Isles. Will we get the extra point? No. What a statement game back at UBS Arena. 29 save shutout from Ackerman as we beat the Penguins, outshooting them 44-29. Third period Demons. 29 saves from Ackerman, a goal and an assist from Martone, 2 assists from Hornqvist, and we're now up 2-1 in this series after a huge win at home. Good stuff, Ackerman. From a 9.16 and a 2.61 to a 9.29 and a 2.17 for save percentage and goals against average, respectively. Okay, here we go for Game 4 now. Game 4. First period, 1-0 Isles, Brock Besser. Yes! Second period, 2-0. Porter Martone, he's been scoring consistently. Shots are 30-10! We're tripling their thoughts, 30-10. 2-0 Isles here in the third period. Power play Penguins killed off. Wow, their goaltending has been a hard carry so far. I'm very happy we seem to have broken through, at least for the moment. Could it be? Could it be? No. Back-to-back shutouts from Ackerman. Jesper Ackerman with back-to-back shutouts on home ice for games 3 and 4. 34-23 the shots. And yeah, Blomqvist has been unreal. Shots 23-32. Or sorry, no, 23 saves for Ackerman, 32 saves for Blomqvist. Besser gets the game-winning goal. And just like that, from down 1-0, we're up 3 games to 1. We are up 3 games to 1. Just like that. 30 shots after every second period. My goodness. Ackerman now has a 9.37 save percentage and 1.86 goals against, while Blomqvist 9.13 and 3.09. High goals against average, but great save percentage. If only 85-plus overall goalies behave like this more often. If only. All right, just like that. We were so scared, and we're definitely not through them yet. But we have 3 chances to eliminate the Penguins now. Game 5, here back at PPG Paints Arena. First period, 3-0 Pens. Yeah, they were going to wake up eventually. Branson, Nygaard, Holloway, and Shelley shorthanded. Great. Second period, 3-0 it remains. Shots 24-14. Down by 3. And I doubt we're going to get anything here. No. So after Ackerman has back-to-back shutouts, hold on, Keevan breaks the shutout. 6 minutes, 4 minutes. We need 2 more goals, and they're not going to come. 3-1 Penguins. 3-2. Keevan scores twice in the third period, but not enough as we outshoot the Penguins 38-21. Ackerman from possibly in trade talks to early Conn Smythe candidate? Yeah, we'll see. As we lose 3-2, the Penguins have life. Moving to Game 6. Yeah, we don't get infinite chances here. Ackerman, we're going to roll with you again. Shutout, 3 goals against. All in that first period. A chance to close it out on home ice. We love being at home. First period, 1-0 Pens, Lakaramaki. Second period, 3-0. Oh, don't do this to me. Gamble scores twice. 3-18. Shots tied at 18, but Blomqvist closes the door now. We're going to go up 3 games to none, and then we're going to lose 1, then win 3 in a row, then lose 3 in a row, right? 3-0 Pens here in the third period. We need something quick. Keevan scoring twice late was not enough. Hold on. Shorthanded goal from Cole Eiserman. How do you do? 12 minutes to get 2 more. Come on. Down 3-1 here in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference semifinal. 5 minutes to go. We get a little bit, but never enough. As the shots end tied at actually 31-29 in our favor. Come on, boys. And just like that, we're off to Game 7. Yeah, we're changing lines. We're off to Game 7. Okay, yeah, we need the passion. Okay, the first line's been okay, right? Even the second line. Eisman 11 points, Celebrini 10 points, Martoni 7 points, Keevan 8 points, 5 goals, Kapanen 7 points, Besser, yeah, the top 6 is okay. Platt, Kasparaitis, Summers, Pricing, Spencer, Haynes. Okay, we're swapping like the third line for the fourth line, pretty much. Would this be crazy? Third line, fourth line, just completely switch? Hear me out. What are you talking about? Horvat? What about him? Promote him from AHL coach. Zupon 3, Yurchek 2, Douglas is a 0, Hornquist 1, Guliev +5, Korbov. You know what? And Korbov, shout out to him, up to an 80 overall now. Guliev up. Guliev's going to play second pair with Hornquist. Douglas third pair with Korbov. Bring up Horvat and Barzal to NHL coaches. It's too risky. The staff chemistry could go down by doing that, by demoting coaches. I got to be so careful with that. I love the idea of it for the storyline and everything. It's just the staff chemistry is way too delicate. Does Ackerman stay in as starter? Probably, eh? Ackerman probably stays, huh? Unless, but I don't know. But yeah, Ackerman, I think he stays. All right, here we go. Comes down to this. Game 7 of round 2. The two best teams in the NHL are facing off in Game 7. The winner will go through to the Eastern Conference Final to face off against the winner of the Blue Jackets and the Red Wings. They're in the suite with GM data, though. Yes. Barzal and Horvat are. In the AHL, we got eliminated. There you go. Great. So they're up in the suite with us. Here we go. Game 7 at PPG Paints Arena. We lose 1, then we win 3, then we lose 2. Let's break it right here. Game 7. First period. 1-0 Isles early. Brock Summers. Shots are 17-7 after 20. Winner go home. That's what's it going to be. Here we go. Second period. 1-0 it remains. Again, 30-plus shots by the end of the second period. 30-14, more than double. And we're up 1-0 into the third period. We need more. Top 6, let's go. We need some more. Brock Summers, we moved into the fourth line. He scored that goal. Get that milk out. Velarde, his first of the series, and it's a tie game. Gabe Velarde, next goal is likely the winner in a game like this. Shots are 38. No. Hopping in. No. The shots are like 40-18. And now we're down 2-1. Hold on, let's hop in here.
Late goings of this third period of play for those of you just tuning in now.
Shots are 39-20, and we're down 2-1 with 4:28 to go. Let's put the sliders up, and then let's watch. We sit back and watch. Carry, shoot, energy. Game 7 against Pittsburgh. Yeah, Hobbsy hates those. Carry, shoot, energy. Carry, shoot, energy. Alright. All comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. Will we lose in Game 7 against the best team in the league? At least in their wins. I don't know on paper, but at least in their wins they are. There you go, right to it. Thank goodness. Huge glove save Ackerman as they let him walk in and rip. Oh my goodness. Captain, yeah, he went down to an 85 earlier. Defensive zone draw. Celebrini wins it to Yzerman. Can't get it out. Ekholm pushed. There you go. Let's go, Martone. Porter Airlines taking off. Nope, back to the runway. Zupon across to Yzerman. See that line change. Yes, to Besser! Oh, blocked. As we change the forward lines here. Ekholm to Bucky. Takes a big hit. Broken up. Kevin. Here you go. We have one fourth line goal. We need more. That's all we have in a Game 7. Come on. Kevin. Kapanen behind the net. Pinned. Besser. Kapanen comes away with it to the point. Guliev through traffic. Oh my goodness! Took a random tip. And Blomqvist just got a piece of that. Hold on a second. Guliev through traffic. Hits off a Penguin and an Islander. And then, oh my goodness. Was it going in? Maybe. Blomqvist gets a toe on a couple double deflections there. Wow. Okay. Velarde, we got close. Keep putting it on net, boys. Velarde. Not them, though. Ackerman makes the save. He gets hit down, that guy. Alright. One fourth line goal in a Game 7 in round 2. Come on. Spencer on the dot wearing Jaeger's 68. Come on! Oh my goodness. Giving up another in the slot shot. Oh my goodness. Ackerman could be 3-1, 4-1 by now. Where's the pressure? Good push. To the point, big block there. Get in there. Come on, Skate, you're so slow. Gamble. Hit into the corner. There you go. Haynes. Skate Haynes. The rookie. Put on net. Haynes still with it. Loses it to York. Pelletier. Nobody wants to stop him. Korbov, good. Very nice. Pricing with 87. Over to Spencer with 68. Spencer on net. Blomqvist makes the glove save. And we'll take the face off. We're gonna put the first line out here.
A critical draw here.
3 minutes to go. Come on, Mac. Celebrini loses it. Service buffering. Terrible timing. Away. Goes to Pelletier. Blocker save. Yzerman. Yurchek. Along the boards. Martone. Shoot! Glove save. Blomqvist.
Well, this is just a great save from the slot area. I mean, he recognizes where that puck's going. He gives the top of the net, but he takes it away.
New York's time is running out in this one to try to even things up. They've had plenty
Offensive zone draw for Kapanen. Let's go. He's built for these. Kapanen loses the... Let him skate all the way in. There you go. All the way opposite way. And a face off now in the defensive zone. No, now I'm bringing out the fourth line. Kasparaitis, you would need the face off, man. Kasparaitis can win a face off. Thank you. Brock Summers. Wearing Lindros' 88. Good, there you go. That's true. We're in Pittsburgh with guys wearing 68s and 87. That's crazy. Frost. Still has it somehow. Oh my goodness. Holloway gets a shot off. Summers just gets out of the zone. Broken up. Kasparaitis. Come on, skate. Could have had a breakaway. Platt on net. At least there's that. And Blomqvist hangs on. Oh my goodness.
late goings of this period. The Penguins lead it 2-1 in what has been an entertaining game.
Spencer, let's go. The rookie against Velarde loses it. Poirier to Lekaramaki. Under 2 minutes to go now. To Velarde, another big save from Ackerman. Spencer now. To Haynes. On net shot blocked. Poirier. Over to Velarde. Just skating around. Gets board pinned. Fight. Haynes. Pricing. Backhand save from Blomqvist. Pricing loves to be the hero. Yeah, we're going to pull the goalie next face-off for sure, or next attack. Ekholm skating in. Oh my goodness. Everyone dead tired. Minute 26 to go and the goalie's about to be pulled. I hate pulling the goalie in the game, but sometimes we have to. We've seen success at times. Kapanen wins it. Back to Dupont. Now Kevin. Here we go. Goalie being pulled. Minute 20 to go. Kevin to Besser. Oh, a piece of the glove for Blomqvist there. Pelletier board pinned. We got timeout as soon as we can. Gamble to Doc. Don't let him skate in. Just wide. Dupont to Yurchek. Yzerman bumped. Kapanen picks it up. Skate. Let's go. We're 6. Kapanen to Yzerman. Come on, look. Find. Shoot. Besser. Look for the one-timer. He's there. To Dupont. Oh, big blocker save. 48 seconds to go. Kevin in the corner of the point. Yurchek. Dupont. Besser can't get the backhand off. Gets bumped off the puck. Oh, Shelley to Doc. Who's skating to the bench there? Why are you leaving? Johansson to Pelletier. Let him skate in and score. Captain Jacques Pelletier. Nice. Jumbotron, Jumbotron, Jumbotron. You gotta get to watch this. Oh my goodness. We were ready to make the parade. We lose one, then we win 3 in a row. We just have to win one game, and we lose 3 in a row to be eliminated in the Eastern Conference semifinal. Pull again. Summers. Giveaway. Guliev. There you go. To Celebrini. Guliev blocked. Kasperitis gives it away to Frost. Holloway just stayed in. Doesn't want to shoot, no problem. And there you go. Besser shaking hands, leading the line as captain. Look at that. Look at some of these beards. Ackerman, Ginger. Shots end 46 to 29. 46 to 29. Every game we had 40 plus shots, basically. Is this possibly the end of an era here on Long Island? I guess we'll find out as we'll sim to the draft. Actually, I'll look at the points. We failed to execute and now our season is over. Cool. Thanks for nothing. Aiden, I have to head out for the night. Awesome stream. Thank you for everything you've done. Things will be looking up once again for this team. I just know it. Thank you, Aiden. It was an honor having you, and I appreciate what's what I'm looking for. The lengths you went to be able to stay up and do it. I know you have a busy day coming up tomorrow, vacation, all that. Wishing you a lovely, wonderful, and restful vacation, buddy. Enjoy. What do I have to do? Why did I stop the simulation? Oh, the points. Oh, man. Yzerman ends point per game 11 and 11. Celebrini 10. Kevin, Besser, Guliev, and Zupon all had 8 points in 11 games. Martone and Kapanen had 7. Summers 5. Platt, Pricing, Yurchek, Haynes with 4. Kasperitis, Spencer, Hornquist 3. Korobov 2. Douglas 1. Hugo just a couple games. As Ackerman still... Look at these numbers. This is the team that lost. The guy that went 6-4 with 2 shutouts, a .921 save percentage, and 2.31 goals against average. With our goalies finally performing, a combined like .923 save percentage and 2 goals against average. And that's the team that loses. To the Penguins with Blomqvist, who has a .924 save percentage, he had a 2.72 goals against average. No, not on Ackerman. Man. So we'll sim to the draft here. Cole Caulfield and the Nashville Predators are your Stanley Cup champions. I wonder who they faced. Retired players. So now, will Brock Besser be calling it a career at this point? Let's see. Does he have another year in him? Will it be here? Who knows? Is Brock Besser retiring at the end of 2036? Yes, he is. Brock Besser, our captain for a couple of years. I never thought that Brock Besser would stay as long as he did. When we got him from Vancouver in free agency, to say, okay, let's put him in for the scoring. Let's see what happens. Like a 4-year contract. It's a bit of an overpay, 4 by 8.5, but we'll see. He ends up sticking around for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seasons as an Islander. 11 seasons as an Islander. In the end, he has 1,345 points in his career. As an Islander, we got to indulge me for a moment here. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7. 7 times 82 plus 77 plus 81 plus 77 plus 74. Right? So 883 games played as a Canuck. Remember that number. Let me write it down. 883. Points now. 58 plus 65 plus 67 plus 98. Big jump there. We said, wow. Plus 90 plus 99 plus 72 plus 104 plus 75 plus 88. Brock Boeser leaves having scored 898 points in 883 games as an Islander. Incredible. Shooting at 12.3% in his career. Ice time was going down. He was 15-51. He scores 88 points. Hockey Hall of Fame for sure. Data 782 Hall of Fame nominee, I would think, shoo-in. Sometimes more hits than others. 1,320 hits. And a lot of takeaways to giveaways. Good. In the playoffs, Boeser scored 205 points in 208 games. Minus some times with Vancouver. Yeah, so point per game plus with us in the playoffs. He was extremely consistent in regards to the amount of goals scored. Yes. And he retires as a 2-time Conn Smythe winner to go along with his 3 Stanley Cups. 2 Conn Smythes, 3 Cup rings. Thank you so much for everything, Brock Boeser. Retiring at the age of 39, 83 overall. Could have had another year, but our captain retires. Moving into a new era here on Long Island. No more Horvat, no more Boeser, no more Barzal. It's going to be a new era a little bit. Reinhard Aho, Quinn Hughes, a lot of retirements here in 2036. Anybody else who played for us? Seiflikov, who played for us. Yes. Vince Dunn, who played for us. Yes. Yeah. Oliver Wahlstrom, former Islander. Philip Gustafson retiring. Former Islander Fedotov, yes. Hey Data, just recently figured out a new way for my phone to be able to tell me what's on the screen for 24 and 25. Bang, voyons, how about that? Good for you. This is Will Cranley? Oh, Will Cranley. But yes, Ivan Fedotov. Let's make sure it's only Boeser. And yes. All right, Brock Boeser, 579 goals, 766 assists, 1,345 points in 1,433 games. Take a bow and thank you for everything, sir. Wow. No retirements here. And we arrive at the draft. All right, so moving into next episode for your comments. This is very likely the last Islanders episode for another 2 weeks, because I'll be going to the States and taking care of a lot of things. So now's your chance to get in your thoughts on the off-season to come, the season to come now. A lot of changes coming to this team. Do we acquire a top 6 forward, or could Platt or Summers move up there? I don't know. Acquiring a top 6 forward, probably one of the main things we need to think about. Progress reports, just to say, ending off the season here. I'm wondering how the rating system works for elite franchise, NHL top 6 and top 9 rated. You're saying for what? Which game? Martone 91, Eiserman. Ackerman back down to an 86. That might be good to sign him right now to a contract. Kapanen at an 85, getting older. Kevin Hornquist, Augustine. Guliev has to walk, sadly. Platt 82, Summers 81. Hrdina ready for the NHL at an 81. Korobov up to an 80. Spencer down to a 79, okay. And in the system, Ilya Zykov could be third goalie or backup goalie next year. Yeah. Peacock 78, 10 still in the defense, of course. Chung 77. Yeah, lots of growth this year. Rene Sivret, there he is. A lot of growth. I see. Next up, draft class. We finally didn't win the President's Trophy, so we won't have to pick 28th by losing the first round. So we pick at 26th, and we have the first pick of the second round. So we have a late first and an early second. Late first, early second. So with that, we could draft late first Medium top 6 Alexeev, Grinder, Marcus Alexeev. Or trading up. Esa Toivonen, David McClellan. Then in the second round, eesh, wish we knew more. Our scouts are so bad. Vandermeer, Skylar Vandermeer, another fourth line guy for us. Anybody else? No, no one else. Clapperton, Merritt, another Alexeev. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Actually, we should see how they did this year. Alexeev and Hakana and everybody. Vandermeer. Yeah, tough draft class in terms of the draft. Actually, we can't see. I don't player search. In terms of the uncovering of the players. Anybody else we want to see? Can't even speak. I'm so tired. Anybody else that we want to see? Alexeev over in Ottawa has a 45-point season, same as last year, with Ottawa, but with way more ice time. That's funny. He scores the same amount of points with like 5 minutes more of ice time. All right, Alexeev, I see you. And also, Hakana. Now the trade value just skyrockets. Yeah, 89 overall, Kimo Hakana. Exactly. Years and years and years of waiting for him to grow. 85 cap out. Trade him away. His potential is exact, and he'll jump to an 89. But for us, potential makes people drop, like Loktionov. Hakana, 67-point season. Good for him, but it's the overall jump that makes no sense. On a great contract, too. What a joke. We have $5,000 in cap space. 0.005. So then, yes, also contracts. So Guliev, we have 0.005 million cap space. That's the lowest you can go. 0.005. In extension dollars, we have 11.56 million. Guliev wants 9 million, so that's not going to happen. Guliev's going to go. Platt will get him signed. But aside from that, it's just Ackerman. Now at an 86, he wants 1 year, 10 million. So yeah, we'll qualify him and get him for cheaper, I guess. Or do we trade him for Loktionov? I don't know. But we would actually we need to use the money for a new top 6 forward. What's the ETA, the high elite goalie in the 90s? Let's see. I didn't even realize this guy. Oh my goodness. Samu Niemi. We're definitely signing this guy. 5 years, drafting this guy. 5 years out, but high elite ranked 93rd. Yeah, we're definitely going to be drafting him. Anything in the record book that changed? Barzal still there. Augustine getting closer to the records for goalies-ish. Single season. Rookie game. No. Okay, so does that about do it? Draft class, draft board, progress reports, contracts, pending free agents. Who might be there to go out and think about acquiring their UFA rights even. Pending UFA forwards. Musty finally got off the 4th line in San Jose. Has now went to a 90 overall. 36 points, playing 11.54 per night. Yeah, goes to Chicago, 98 points. Musty, Emelin, Ryabkin, Hughes, Misa, Nemec, McGroarty, Lakaramaki, Slavkovsky, Rossi, Thompson, Perot, Wright, Dryden, Stankoven, Girardi, Gavin, Peterka, Valeno, Samoskevich, Waugh, Hage, Erickson, Woods, again less. So, I wonder who might be out there for us to consider. And then where's the money to sign them, right? Where is that money? There could be some players already. Since I'm going to be leaving a lot of thought to the AGMs, I'll just look at one last thing. So show me all forwards in the NHL who are making, let's say, less than 8 million, I guess. It's already pushing it. And they're not prospects. Let's say minimum 23. Hakana, the most valuable guy in the league, right? Yeah. So Emelin on his expiring deal. Boris? Yes, Boris Emelin. Second overall pick in 2027. 77-point season. Ekholm, Bjorn, Lafreniere, blah, blah, blah. Karamaki. Surovi? Peter Surovi. Could try that. Anyways, that's going to be up for you to think about, ladies and gentlemen. The AGMs, your comments left down here in the YouTube comments or over in the Discord server, link in the description. Sam says, I think Ackerman has to go. We just need the money for offense. Can we trust Augustine as our starter? And then Zykov becomes our backup, maybe? That's tough. Ackerman won the Vezina, right? That's tough. But we can think about a lot, so get your thoughts in as the next episode's still coming in about a couple of weeks. We might have one more video before I go into the Zegers video tomorrow. I'm leaving on Thursday for the States. I'm going to pick up Desora. We're starting to move her things up. So there's a lot going on. Then we'll have some time in July before the wedding. And then after that, I'll be gone for 3-4 weeks. And we'll go from there. So thank you kindly, everybody, for enjoying the stream the entire of year number 12. I like the season a lot. I'm content with the year. Just unfortunate that we lost 3 in a row and went down in 7 against the Penguins. Who, by the way, the Penguins, I never even saw what happened to them. The Penguins then went on to lose in 6 games in the Stanley Cup Final after sweeping the Blue Jackets in the Eastern Conference Final. I see. All right, so there you go. Playoff tree to close that off. Thank you very much, everybody. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and looking forward to reading all of your thoughts moving into year number 13, which might be recorded. I'm not sure if it'll be live streamed or not. And of course, as I always say, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell to be notified of when our franchise modes and live streams and breaking news in the real world of hockey comes your way. Everybody get some sleep. Thanks for being here. This was quite a marathon. Yeah, we got 3.5 hours. Get some sleep. Everybody sleep in tomorrow. Turn off the alarm if you can, and have a fantastic start to the week. And Saint Jean if you are celebrating in Quebec with the day off. Good night, everybody.